Okay, that's it. Dom, congratulations on the first place finish. You should consider watching Group B tomorrow. Will be fun to watch. Oh, Dom, brother, it's the Super Bowl tomorrow. I ain't doing anything fucking else than watching the Super Bowl. My ass will be in Dallas, cracking it open and cooking and having a great time. I don't watch football, I'm a chud. Whatever. Dom, I'll let you know, though, the next time I will be seeing you will be Octane, and I will always see you in Octane now from now on. So, Fisher gets cast every single week in Octane, and most of the time in the other one. In Dallas, Kraken, how about them Cowgirls? How about them Cowboys? Yeah, I really wanted to see USM today. I know yesterday it was, Cumberland, USM, and Fisher in the same lobby, and I wish I could have watched that lobby, because that lobby was crazy too. But at least next week in Octane, given the format, we're going to have all the good teams in the same lobby. So consider this just a week one caveat. Great job today, though. Excellent job from Fisher. Always a fan of you guys. I know people give you shit, but I actually don't know why. I think they just find it funny to give you shit. You watched Fisher yesterday? No, I didn't. Wait, I did! 28 kill game 3. Fisher was not in the same lobby as Cumberland, remember? Oh my god, I did. That's right, because I remember Dom being like, look at Limbox's beam. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. It's a lot of Collegiate Apex. Zephyr did all kind of things. Dallas Cowboys, next year is our year. It is. Schottenheimer is an incredible coach, and we actually have a new defensive coordinator that isn't, Eberflus, who is the worst thing I've ever seen, ever. And hopefully we're going to take all of those picks and make some phenomenal trades. Shot of Mio. Whoa! Oh my god! Holy shit! And not to mention, this is caffeinated Mio. This is Mio energy. Oh! This is better than drinking it with water. Oh, that's so good. My spit tastes like sugar now. That's probably not a good thing. Don't worry, guys. Your hydration points are going to waste right now because I have to hydrate. Owie. Okay. Woo! Let's take a look at the teams that we will be seeing shortly here. We've got quite a bit of time. Kindly Monkey TTV. Surprised it took you that long to get this one all set and secure. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I would talk more, but all I can think about is how I just absolutely destroyed my esophagus with Mio. We should have points rewards to show Lewis. That is a great idea. What are the points rewards right now? I'll do 5,000 to show Lewis. C versus D when? Sorry, brother. I'm rocking with all the A streams this week, and it's primarily because there's one team in particular, one squad in particular I'm pretty interested in watching, okay? It's not your fault you happen to be a C versus D chud, But sometimes shit just hits the fan in a certain kind of way. I will say I'll be looking through the rest of the schedule for Saturdays, and I will be doing my best to check and see if there's a way I can balance it out perfectly. Right? I'm gonna try to hit everybody, especially because I'm pretty sure you guys have 6 weeks, and it should be a balanced 6 weeks. A round robin sounds like it's a double repeat on a 6-week schedule successfully. Anyways, the teams are getting in. Who's just so cute? Pew pew. When do we start? Baza, welcome. You just missed one entire series, and it was goated. It was 6 games of the national, whatever. It was Apex College, whatever. We'll talk about that later. Now we're getting into Contenders League from Octane, so it is a second stream, which is goated. ISU lives by the philosophy: if it ain't your first, it's your last. That's a good philosophy. Also, good to see you, Baza. It's always a pleasure. You guys want to see Lewis for 2 seconds? I mean, we have a lot of time before games start, so hold on. Da 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 ba da 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 ba 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 da ba ba da 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 ba da ba ba. Okay. I love you very much. I stepped on a water bottle cap. Oh, he's going to be really interested in that now. Whoops. Oh, he just knocked down my trash can because I put a water bottle cap in it. Oh, that's good. A few matches we have for online quals. W chair. I don't know about the JV team, but I know I care second when we get first. Yeah. They also like winning, so I assume it's same for them. Yeah. Feed Lewis. Lewis is already fed. You wouldn't believe this, but I have a prepped system for Lewis, so he gets fed all the time. I just think it's silly that he doesn't really care, and it just hangs out like that. Oh, Lewis? Yeah, he's a sweetie pie. Lewis, come here. He's sniffing something. Here, come here. No, he's found his nose on something, and he's very interested in whatever this is right now. Huh. All right, come here. Come here. Thank you. He's so sweet. Yeah, sadly, this is the small gap in between competitions because we do a different league in the morning on Saturdays, and then we do a second league. So can we get Lewis to cast game 1? Can you meow for them? Can you give them a little meow? Meow. Give them a meow. Tell them, say hello to everybody, Lewis. Oh, did you guys hear that? It was such a little quiet, sad meow. Yeah, for those who are just joining, we are going to get live with Contenders League shortly here. It is the Tier 2 league of Octane Collegiate, which is a separate function of competition for Collegiate Apex. There's the top 20 teams in Octane, and then there is the 21st through 40th. Or no, there's the top 40 teams in Octane, and then there's the 41st through 80th. Sorry. And they're just the next best thing, right? And so I had a subathon, which is, by the way, still going up here. And I promised that if we reached a certain sub goal, which we clearly have, that I would also be casting Contenders this year, which is a lot. It is a lot. On Saturdays, we go almost all day long. Now, it does look like the lobby is almost completely full here. CU Boulder's getting their last remaining member. Purdue Gold doesn't have anybody yet. And UT Tyler Apex just has the Jonkler. It does look like Purdue Gold's going to get there in the end before a hard start. But it looks like we'll probably have about 5-ish or so minutes. 6, 7 minutes before we get started. We'll see how it goes. Can we get loosed? Okay. That being said, I know I just said it's like the tier 2 of Octane, but because the skill levels are much closer, I guarantee you it is going to be a much more intense thing. Have you made a new graphic in the background to run for Contenders? Not yet. I would have to get all 40 logos, which I have actually grabbed all 40 logos. I mean, putting them around this is actually low-key kind of hard to do. Clam, good morning. Good morning, Clam. You say good morning. It's already afternoon, though. It is 2 p.m. here. So, we will see how that goes. Let me tell. Zephyr is watch partying your lobby. Kiss, kiss, smooch, smooch. Contenders looks more fun than Premier. I want to go back to actual comp there. It can be. It plays out much more competitively most of the time, so I totally understand where you're coming from. All right. How are we doing? Purdue's officially in. It is just UT Tyler. Hard start in question will be soon. And we'll see how that goes. I will take it to the scoreboard in case you guys want to see the teams. You said this in Premier Chat? No, I didn't. Oh, I did. Fuck. God damn it. Zephyr is watch partying your lobby. Kiss, kiss, smooch, smooch. All right. What you looking at, punk? I'm doing great. How about you? It's good to see you. I'm so ready, says Kayak. Kayak, I'm so ready. Anything less than first place today for the ISU Haymakers is complete and abject failure in my eyes. You have everything to prove to me right now. Hopefully Ferris is locked this time. Ferris is a lot better in this lobby. Actually, hilariously, I call bullshit to Kayak. Incredible. Get ready for missed shots today. I did do a power ranking. Ferris State Crimson, they're actually pretty darn good. I think top 5 in the overall contenders. There is another Ferris State roster. It's going to be Ferris State Gold. They're not as good. So, a little bit of love there. MDVO, or MD, sorry. MD Vivo. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Yep. Looks like CU Boulder's got a little reset here. We'll see how that goes. I'm currently ranking them pretty high because of players like Digi on this team. Who else is also in this lobby? ISU Winthrop. I thought Winthrop had a really great qualifier and looked pretty good in scrims. I think they can continue to showcase that. Who else here? Purdue Gold. Purdue Gold's decent. Pretty decent. Northwestern Purple had a good qual. UT Tyler Apex was in Premier League previously. So they just got out of Premier League. You know, they fell just slightly. And so Zard, Jonkler could be pretty good. Don't sleep on the USU Goatlings. Hey, the US, I'll have to change this name potentially, but the USU Goatlings are up here in the top 7. I mean, Ferris State was Premier League. UT Tyler was Premier League. Florida was Premier League. Sac State has Beaufort half the time. I mean, other than Illinois State Redbirds, who have come from Open and absolutely evolved, and the ISU Haymakers, who are a threat in terms of KP, you guys are up there, and I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith in them. All right. Sadly today, though, I do not think I'll be watching your lobby. Instead, we got big names like CSU Rams here, who I don't know if they're going to be good, but everyone told me they weren't going to be good, so I believe it. ASU is going to be interesting. ASU doesn't have T-Dobbs. If you don't have T-Dobbs, this roster is going to go kerplut. Wait, why is Beaufort not in Premier? Because Beaufort doesn't actually take the league seriously, so he barely shows up half the time. At least not until whatever. CU Boulder might be too high. We'll see. We'll see. There's time ahead. The games are officially starting here. CU Boulder in 10th. I think Digi can be a quality choice. I do think teams like Northwestern are a little underrated on this one. I think they can do better. Does Ferris State have a ferret for a mascot? No, it's the Ferris State Bulldogs. You can see, if you're curious, here's all the logos. So Texas White might be underrated a little bit, but we're going to have to see as the day goes on. And yeah, anything. Everyone got Bulldogs. That's true. Georgia Bulldogs. What's the game one prediction? I think we're going to make it a fun one. Does ISU Haymakers win game one? Yes. No. 2 minutes on the board. SNHU's underrated. Psycho single-handedly is going to put them in the top 15. True. True. But it is kind of like an Augusta situation where it's pretty tough. Imagine a guy with Tourette's reading all these acronyms. Dude, imagine a guy like me who's like partial dyslexic sometimes. We've basically proven now. Just, I butcher half of these names all of the time, bro. USask. Yeah. Psycho's a beamer. Psycho is a beamer. Psycho, we just saw how Psycho was a beamer this morning. I'm thinking Ferris State 30 bomb. Hey, Ferris State Crimson does have the capacity, and they are in this lobby. You also have Ferris State Gold, by the way. CSUDH. CSUDH is pretty darn good. They're not going to be in this lobby today, though. No, actually they are. There they are. DH Cardinal. Everyone's saying no? Psycho's a beamer. Oh, everyone's saying no to ISU Haymakers? Corey, you got to put some money on the line. You put 1 point, I think. Who do you hate on these leaderboards? I don't hate anybody. Ever. You know that. I'm a simple guy. I just don't hate anything. Except for Buc-ee's. Not even Purdue? No. The closest thing to a hatred I have is UT White. Because the University of Texas and we go back, bro. Because I'm an Aggie. But, anyways, I'm going to watch from here from now. I hate UT. There you go. Kindly Monkey hates UT. I hate UT. See? They negative rotated us. There we go. Like you go back, you got an X there or something. No, I'm an Aggie. In Texas, there's a very long rivalry between Texas A&M and the University of Texas. It's that simple. And so I went to A&M, therefore I dislike Texas. Technically, I'm a bad Aggie. I'm supposed to say TU. But I'm also too much of a professional. Anyways, horns down, saw him off. That's the fun part of collegiate, by the way. Just the fact that you get to... I mean, objectively speaking, you get to build upon what is natural rivalries between colleges. Right? And that is like such a fun thing to watch. And for a lot of people who went to college, those rivalries remain. So... I wish there was a little bit more beef. We do get beef sometimes, but especially with the better teams, the beef has slowly died over the years. It has become so friendly in collegiate. There used to be bad beef, bro. I remember when Texas A&M and UTSA were beefing. Do you hate UT Tyler? Nah, not really. They're like a little brother to UT, a satellite school. So it's not like by proxy. The answer to that question is yes, but realistically, no. ISU versus the world. True. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm going to not talk for 30 seconds. All right. Chat replays should be on. Bro's doing gang signs? No, I'm just signing. I'm just doing American Sign Language. And let us get into the very first game of Contenders League. You got to jump in earlier this morning, whet your appetite to some extra Collegiate Apex legends, and now you get to see a little bit more. Group T versus the haters. Group T ain't in this lobby, but there sure as shit is a hell of a lot more folks who are in this lobby. Shout out to so many of the teams who have actually set themselves up with their tags. You can see there for ACU, no T-Dobs, so they're going to struggle. Bofer is here for Sac State today, though. And so Bofer means you're about to be obliterated. Pressure makes diamonds. Thank you. Thank you.
Extended support.
All right. Bofer is impressively bad sometimes. I bet they get 6. Wait, what's SNHU team? Probably Psycho and 2 others. Oh, couldn't decide which third they're gonna use. We'll check on it later. Remember, I don't control the active feed here, but hey,
Open supply bin over
we'll
here.
see how it goes. T-Dobs is playing, by the way. I'm pretty sure T-Dobs is definitely not playing. We've already seen it. T-Dobs is 100% not playing. He's already confirmed it. He said he's got golf. Or something similar. He has something going on. He's not here. Who's their third? Guardian.
We should maneuver that area.
He was trying to 3v3 at like 3 a.m., so I hope he's playing. I literally have the DMs from him. It's from none other than himself. Or is it?
I got one over there.
Oh, it's on Twitter. I sent a DM to him. He sent a DM to me on Twitter. He said,
Yeah, one squad nearby.
34th place is crazy, but it's valid since I'm missing the entire first half if I'm not gone or golfing. So, no T-Dobs. The ISU Haymakers, though, are the form, the fashion, and the desire of any team here today. TNT Give Me Hands came from the height of Open League and now have joined Contenders for the very first time. A couple of snipes from Macarios, and this is not a team that is a slouch at the hands of these other schools. Tell your spectator to go to ACU.
One squad in here.
That's funny. They are on ACU right now. You'll see it in 5 minutes at least. Remember, we're on a 5-minute delay. Zephyr's live, but 5 minutes. Full Sail Armada faces knock. Meanwhile, New Mexico State and Purdue issues in the kill feed there. New Mexico leads that one. For Ferris State Crimson, if you're a fan of the Bulldogs. Well, they faced a knockdown, but should get a response on the backside here. Von Kuno eliminated tells me that this is Full Sail Armada. Nox gas grenade from Mikey will be dodged out there, but not before Grapple Juice is taken out from the man himself. This is going to be the reset as Turbo's holding on to that high ground. For Full Sail Armada, Malicious will take to the skies to give them their chance to thrive. Big turnarounds for Ferris State. Yeah, they're not going to be hitting that Valkyrie's rotation out here, but for Ferris State Crimson, 2 KPs, 2 KP. Finally, there you go, finally. By the way, Zephyr, the boys need to get in the trenches if they want to push the team. For the ISU Haymakers, true. I mean, yeah, that's... I agree. SNHU Club Esports, you asked who's the third? Too Much Luck and Sharpie join alongside this roster. Dre, first knockdown, as we will see NMSU get a re-knock on the Dreamcast in the kill feed. Gas trap for gas trap. Mobile shield for mobile shield. The fail next of the assault leads to SNH Club Esports losing out on 2 to the gas. It is now a 1v1 exchange. Concordia, Nebraska. Igneal trying to force this one out with the Newcastle reset. And the re-knock from Too Much Luck doesn't quite come through. That's going to be health on the other side. Nox gas grenade, and the burn is finalized. Concordia, Nebraska going to get resets off here. My gosh. Jaber, welcome to Contenders League. This is the tier 2 of Collegiate. The Challenger Circuit, some would say. Georgia on the other side. Big burns onto Clam. Oh, my favorite friend from the Clam Slammers. Poor guy. Already done and dusted. We're going to burn on through here. It's Georgia. Another re-knock on the other end to Clam, and possibly the full thirst as well. Couple of nades out of the windows, and it will be the double drop down. Northwestern Purple able to get good responses from the outside as the Newcastle reset will get them back up to a full third-piece roster. Damage on the low ground sure is taking to the skies. I don't know if they need to escape. I know Ferris State Gold is here for a third party, but that doesn't mean you need to run away. All right, well, Ferris State, they could look for Georgia on the interior. Northwestern Purple, by the way, is separated. They are a duo. They are not complete against this Georgia roster for some reason. I mean, unless the Valkyries, yeah, the Valkyries playing the furthest west side there. Ferris State Gold's gonna walk away from this one. New Mexico, early drops, and now into the face of Virginia Tech. Baron Arrow, Apricot Salmon. Apricapra Salmon.
Moving here.
I mean, New Mexico saw early. Except for, is this school for any schools? If EU school want to join, would you allow it? I don't run the competition, but it is American and Canadian only. And for things like NECCs and ECACs, it's, I think, NA and it's American. Point blank drops from what happened here, bro? Okay, so Northwestern leads that fight. They send one teammate away with Valkyrie ultimate. Georgia wipes the 2 in building. Suarez comes up behind when you say ISU Haymaker. Never mind, I lost it. Was it Canada? Thank you. ISU Haymakers right around the back corner here. Full send for the 3v3. For Georgia, they've lost out on all their utility and more. Double burns on the flesh found. A deeper drive as that Newcastle is finally knocked out. One last remaining member, and Ugga will have to bark another day ahead here. That will be the ISU Haymakers. Big KP to work with outside of Bean. We talk about a slight finish between the pylon and Launchpad. How did ISU get here? Well, they start in the northwest. So they came down from the northwest towards Bean. Oh, crazy. Crazy.
We should probe that sector over there.
Somehow Purdue is a single player on the field. Winthrop Garnet will check in with them. They're trying to play this one out for a more direct Launchpad finish. And so, yeah, they came from down from the northwest, by the way. Zephyr,
I have a subject in view.
thank you. Trashy, Abel Bean, and Alex from Winthrop have my heart for success, but for Purdue Gold, they have what could be the end of their life ahead of them. ACU, Alexina DeGenie, Guardian, and Micah, for those that were asking earlier. They're on the full send ahead here, and honestly, this should be a quick cleanup. It is a big separation from this roster, but there we go. point blank on the building. Purdue Gold, Samus won't last for long. 16 squads remaining, and for the Boilermakers, they're back to the gray screen for now. Johnny is casting the other lobby in Spanish. Great. That is, you know what? That is the niche of niches right there. That is as about as niche as it gets. Granted, it is his primary language, so it makes sense. C versus D. You know, one day we're gonna have instant AI calculate like what someone's saying, and it's just gonna like
Target over there.
Well, UT Tyler, plenty of other teams working their way in. ACU, Abilene, New Mexico not in it yet. ICU, Haymakers all the way on an edge. A team like Ferris Gold have just gotten themselves over towards the height here for not much of a trade of health. They're actually in a pretty darn good position, but will be running into Oklahoma State here soon. A couple of long-range shots from the CSU Rams. Not a lot of squads have faith in them, and we will see why. Catalina, X47, and Small Guy. Remember, Divisible Ruby used to be a part of this team. They are no longer. The Lagoon is going to be a good place for them for now. Sac State Esports with Pro League player Bofer. I mean, that right there, that should say enough as is. TNT, they're already on their way out. Little Valkyrie exchange from Bofer, and he puts damage down, but Bass Liath will be the drop onto Aqua. It is going to be the full knockdown. Big nades for the Thirst with one remaining member behind the Newcastle shield. Shout out to TNT, Bofer for 2, Bass Liath with that final G7 scout shot. I mean, how often do you get the perfect Valkyrie destruction? Ferris State Gold from height to now potentially to their graves down below. A chase up the stairwell, 26 on the 99. Back down to the low ground for Oklahoma State, and they are forced to play it in the gas. Still, 2 KP against Ferris State Gold, and they'll be looking for these revives. Look, missile delay as someone is flying in on the other side. It's none other than CSUDH Cardinal, the Toros. They will not get that final wipe onto Ferris State Gold, but you know what? Height is height, and it's a damn good place to play here. They don't understand, though, that this one is going to be working its way back towards Lagoon. But I'll tell you what, Lagoon or not, I mean, it's still got at least the range to work with, and we've got Valkyries. And from that high ground, you can pick up a lot of KP. Sac State Esports holding out the northern side of this zone. You got to see the highlight of Bofer. Requaz. Not too bad on the other side. Concordia, Nebraska. I mean, I have faith in this team. We'll see how it goes. Trojans, Igneal, Drax. I mean, they're just getting picked apart here. Bass with a drop on one side. And for Sac State Green, they could be proving to be the best team in Contenders here. A dive on a Newcastle before Trojans up on height gets the knock. Big burns from Requaz on the other side, and it's up to Bozer to find the big knocks down. Trojans, the last remaining member. There's the gas trap to give zoning coverage. Requaz, not much better to say for themselves. Ooh, long range 51, cracks on the other end, and for Sac State Esports, I should have held my tongue. Concordia, Nebraska for the reset. Ferris State Crimson somehow has gotten himself up to this high ground more than happily. They'll make some revenge moves for their sister squad, Ferris State Gold, and take over that height. The ISU Haymakers now playing in from the southernest of sides. The chase away onto the evac tower, and that will be Declan caught out. Maybe the rest of this team stuck on the low ground here. Either way, it is KP to ISU Haymakers' name. And like I said from that prediction, it is going to be the over-under on ISU Haymakers winning this game. They got Boger slammed. They slammed Boger, yeah. Well, there you go. Big Purdue around the back. That's going to be Ferris State Crimson. Slide away, static down. CSUDH Cardinal. Not longer for this world. There's Sleep King removed. And for Ferris State Crimson, I mean, we already said they were good. They're showing us that they're better. No Newcastle resets will come through. A drop onto Pure will be immediately recovered as the ISU Haymakers take the other side. UT Tyler, if you're a fan of this team, it's definitely because of their names. Topher, the Jonkler here, and Un Amar. Didn't get to see it there. The Jonkler is really the name of the fan. Anyways, they're in the center. We'll see if the Jonkler can jonkle on him later. ISU Haymakers will hold out Ferris State Crimson, and it is honestly a decent exchange at hand here. They've got themselves the bare edge zone, a drop to the low ground, the mobile shield for defense as Soares is taken low. Crimson, though, they are stuck now, petered against the edge of zone. Mikey will be dropped. Turbo will launch for the Newcastle shield, but that will separate for recovery. Here on the other side, in through the window down, a 45 burn, and it is one remaining member for the Crimson roster at the hands of ISU Haymakers. Turbo unable to find the damage down as Pure is ticked away. A dive to the low ground, and that will be Haymakers facing one knock, but the Crimson roster goes out quicker. Why do people shit on ISU? They seem like a good team. Their sister squad, the varsity squad in Premier League, they got a big mouth. Yeah, no fair state 30 bomb, but hey, you gotta be a little bit more happy with where they've been at. Concordia, Nebraska, though, they're asking for a lot more. CSU Rams now looking at New Mexico, find themselves in the prime position to pick up all the KP and more. A push with the mobile shield, 47 from the other end, and for the CSU Rams, they are putting the doubters to shame here. UT Tyler has taken the Lagoon away for the end zone. Full Sail, Winthrop, CU Boulder here, ISU Farmers, nowhere to go. ISU Haymakers also have to fight for zone and might be doing it from the very, very thing. So they are getting shit on because of what another team said. CU Boulder as a duo. They had to go through a PC reset before the matches today, and that is the reason why they're playing this one alone. Digi will be sniped out here by Full Sail Armada, and that will leave just one to the CU Boulder roster. 8 squads remaining, and we will take it to the sky here. A couple of long-range nades, and they're not much else. Is Digi actually, you know what? They're good to go. Travis, there is no Kennesaw now. No more Kennesaw. You're going to have to find someone else to call frauds. Personally, I recommend ISU Haymakers for fun. You know what? When they fail, they're frauds. When they win, they're the best. It's the perfect roster. ISU, there you go, buddy. Say less. Amen. Well, the ISU Haymakers, they are proving, though, that they are better than the fraud expectations. Port play out from Asian Hulk Pro. They got to get themselves somewhere to work with. Down into the depths is the worst possible position because already it is taken away. Winthrop, Garner are in this building on the other side. And for ISU, they have no health to their name. Full Sail has taken that central position. Digi is down to one remaining individual here. Might be able to rat this one out. It's tight and slow. Fair State Gold, the same to be said. Oklahoma now right on the exterior alongside teams like ISU. Everyone is being held out. 8 squads remaining. Ferris State Gold, they're found by the Haymakers down to the low ground. They will try and thrive from the backside here. That will be the wipe. Kayak picking up that KP. 7 squads remaining. And for CU Boulder, well, they just got found out. The knockdown shield no longer a defensive option. And with a dive around the back, that's another chunk of KP here for the ISU squad. Top 6 squads remaining. UT Tyler on height. They're going to get pressured back here. Oklahoma State out towards that western side. And to win this game, you are in a tough position. The CSU Rams also all the way from the northern angle. They can always work with a Valkyrie ultimate to get themselves in, but it is still tough. Full Sail Armada down below in Lagoon, and Winthrop holding the building out east here. UT Tyler, they've got themselves a situation ahead with Oklahoma State. Asian Hulk Pro and the Haymakers starting to look at Winthrop's building. They have to play this one successfully because if you don't, you will get looked at by UT Tyler or Full Sail on the other side. A little bit of a big beam, and for ISU, this is a pinch that is mean. Oklahoma State is almost guaranteed to mirror you with hearing these shots. We'll see how it goes. Winthrop Garnet, gas traps now on the outside. The windows are peaking. I mean, it's a bit of damage down on Tracy, but it's a break on the other side. The gas trap's on the interior there as the gas begins to drop. Nox gas grenade will delay for now. Winthrop, they've done a great job holding on for dear life here. I mean, right up against the door. This could be the start of the end. OSU will go down. Big birds, but it's a double trade. Massive knocks on either side against the Haymakers as Winthrop get the castle wall reset. That's it for the Haymakers. Travis is more than happy to call them frauds in the end. And you know what? We get to say ISU. All right. 4 squads remaining. CSU Rams to hide here, just above UT Tyler, who is just above Full Sail Armada. And of course, Winthrop on the other side of the equation. All right. We got aimed at by every team left in zone. You're correct. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to win, bro. You should have just beaten Winthrop, okay? What? I mean, I don't know what to say here. You had all the time in the world to absolutely obliterate them. A team like USM could have gotten the job done, you know? We're making big comparison. If you're #1 seed in Zephyr's eyes, you got to play like #1 seed, all right? The KP is good, though. I'll give you that. The KP is going to put you at least in the top 5, no problem. Maybe even top 3. 25 seconds to go. Let's see how this one finalizes. This is a bad zone for comp. It is definitely a stacked end zone. Winthrop is the only team that is not in the Lagoon area. CSU Rams, they're holding on for dear life. You can see Winthrop's already trying to peek that exterior to try and pressure these teams back. I honestly would love to see them host more space. Gas traps down from Maple Bean. Castle wall right next to the pole. I mean, that would be big for them. Because that Lagoon building is going to become a death trap here in a second. UT Tyler up to double, triple gas traps up above here. They're just going to get shot out immediately. CSU Rams now primed and ready to gatekeep you. Winthrop has moved from the outside with that building getting eliminated soon. Full Sail's still stuck down beneath. Ooh. And for UT Tyler, the edge of your building will become your grave. CSU Rams are here to stay. I mean, I like Winthrop Garnet's position, but they're not being very active. They could get just assaulted upon, depending on how this plays out. All right, Rams, you've had the time. The zone's gonna force it. Full Sail's Malicious is taking to the sky to bide their time in zone, and they're gonna find out that the very edge of it has a little bit of love to be said. Missiles down onto Winthrop there, and they will be deleted by the wall. Couple of castle walls from, I can only assume, Full Sail on the outside. CSU Rams with a double knock onto UT Tyler. And from up on high, UT Tyler's position was good, but will be punished out here. The CSU Rams, they get to hold out onto this height much longer than I expected, and they are here to put doubters to shame. Everyone's ticking below. A castle wall reset, and from up above, they have all the time in the world to heady you down, to pump out extra damage, and to pressure you into fighting whether you want to or not. I can't believe there's 4 squads still remaining. There goes UT Tyler here. Down a slam to the low ground. The dive from CSU Rams, and with one final KP around the back, it is a... They lost. They lost.
We have our Apex champions.
They lost. How do you lose that? You have all the time in the world to put damage onto Full Sail. Are you telling me no one was looking at them? I'm more than astonished. That goes beyond astonishment. That is the most no KP, no win, just bad. Well, I'll tell you what, they do have 8 KP. 8 KP is no slouch, and even though it is a second place finish, they do tie it with Full Sail Armada on that low ground. I am shocked that CSU Rams do not win that game. That's insane. That is insane. Full Sail Armada was 17. We might have to go look back at that VOD. 15 for the ISU Haymakers. It is going to be the no. Let's get a nice KP prediction going in here, because we're going to look at our winners. Full Sail Armada, 5 KP for now. We're going to make this one interestingly low. Full Sail Armada over, under 4.5 KP. All right. 5 minutes on the board. Get your predictions in. Oh, rip out my nose hairs. ISU Haymakers with 15. Winthrop with 10 surviving to 3rd place. UT Tyler with 10 themselves with their 5 KP. But a really, really big point spread across the board here. Next prediction, will Rams fuck it up again? Here's the problem with that. I can't quite quantify fuck it up. I mean, it's really hard to put numbers, a name, and something to truly quantify when it comes to success. Yes or no. That's it. Yes or yes. You guys make me laugh. I'm going to get Chick-fil-A bye. Matthew Moose, thank you for joining. Hopefully you have some love for a different Purdue roster. Are you smoking pot? No, I'm putting a Mio in a water ball. Talk about Chick-fil-A though. That is definitely a wise investment. What flavor is blue? Probably something very unhealthy. Oh, bro. That's blue, bro. How's that water? What are you talking about? Water is blue. That is good. It's just an energy drink. It's more caffeine for Zephyr. It's a long day. I gotta get through some stuff. You were drinking some Fortnite shit. Bro, I got Twisted Towers, just touched down. Just touched down in Tomato Town. Just to give me the dance, I'm gonna get my chunk down. Not gonna lie, that sounded more like Clash of Clans. Oh, right. That's really bad. I don't have what I've been casting for this strong. Good stuff. Schmiggles is somehow an open. That doesn't make sense. Can you do Dick Rider? Yeah, of course. Dick Rider! That is great. All right, guys. Game 2 on board here. And remember, in Contenders, we do go to 3 games each. So this is the penultimate game of Storm Point. They're going to have another chance after this one.
Extended light mag here.
Plenty of time on the board, but not plenty of time to figure out a different zone to work with. I'm hoping this one pulls back up towards Stormcatcher in some way because it is looking like another launch pad finish or something close to it. Thank God. All right, moving back towards Cascade Falls. We look down the zip line. Those buildings in the center in that no-named area is so good. All right. I need to poke a hole in my water bottle. I want to drink this like those sports kids with their Gatorade.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
I'm not seeing it.
We could go over there. Just a thought. If I'm wrong, you can kill me.
I don't have anything to poke a hole. What world is this?
I got an evil harvester.
I don't have anything sharp around me. What am I? Pickle case? That is crazy. ISU Haymakers, they got a start of their own. I'm gonna have to drink my water like a normal person. Oh boy.
Evil harvester here. Cup.
Truth be told, teams are just looting, guys. You know, on the official ALGS broadcast, on the official ALGS broadcast, they should have like a segment for the looting phase, where instead of talking about the game, they just do anything else. The looting phase is the worst part of this game, and because no contests exist anymore, it's terrible. Now, we will see CSU Rams start with the fight against Purdue here in the pylon, but TNT Gibby Hands could be sending it. For now, CU Boulder, big knocks down on the other side, and this time around, this team is a full 3-piece. TNT Gibby Hands against ISU Haymakers, all of them sitting on the white. They're gonna try to go for a couple of quick resets, and as ISU Haymakers slowly ascend to this height here, you could be caught out. That mobile shield's gonna tick here in a second. Macarios is dropped down. One good nade from Aqua, but it will still be the found knock by Kayak. Up on high, another knock onto Fresh Meat. A teleport out and away towards the north pad area, and they're gonna go for the full thirst here on the side. Ooh, Aqua doesn't actually pull that one back. fresh meat will become fresh meat here. A full thirst on the other side. It is just Aqua for TNT. Quick banner resets, and for TNT, they could go towards the down beast to get that full squad back into
Let's go
play.
here. Allons-y.
Oh, I do it.
Shield cell here.
I just didn't think I didn't think correctly. Northwestern v. Georgia. These two spots are a position that will play into the very end game. These are like definitive macro positions. Did I just stab a hole in my hand? That's fucking crazy. I just stabbed a hole in my hand with a blunt object. I don't know how strong I am sometimes. I literally just stabbed myself with a blunt object. That looks weird. All right. What's good, Big Sexy? You know, I haven't been as good since I lost you. USM is looking fantastic. They were looking fantastic earlier today. I was happy to watch Zach Keys and the boys have a great time. But I miss them. I also miss Virginia Tech because UT Tyler's going to make sure that they're not long for this world. Jonkler, Zard, Topher from the other side. One good nade and a window peek means you will die. Sheila is primed and ready. But as I've seen, Sheila's don't mean much here. Big knocks on to Sawag. And that will be, as you can see from the runaway, your death. That'll be Virginia Tech out in 19th. Looks like CSUDH Cardinal, though, are here on the outside for a third-party exchange against the Tyler roster. And the Bull has got the horns out and ready to go. I mean, we are sending this. Concordia, Nebraska, they're actually going for a quick reset against SNHU. Big kneel down, a dive onto Too Much, a 2v1 on the other side of the stairwell. Nade spam for the push play. Trojans is low, but the outside for SNUH is even worse here. That'll be them caught out. CU Boulder, they are also looking just as much, but this is a separation. Digi's trying to get that full heal off, and my God, able to do it at the breakneck last moment there. That should have been punishment. ISU with a holdout against Full Sail Armada up towards the northwestern side of zone. Doesn't look like they'll get much more than that. Shout out to TNT. Is Digi the guy Digi Vibes? He is not. Also, Digi Vibes, his name is Dig Vibes. It is not Digi.
Close door here.
Oh my God. Never forget, guys, liquid tastes better when you have to press it through a tiny hole. Oh my gosh. I feel like a sports kid. Okay, debate team captain. I look like it, bro. I look like I argue for a living. Yeah, I was always told to become a lawyer. Instead, I became an analyst. How much of a difference is that? Oh, rip out my nose hairs. Why not? Give me some more. Give me some more.
I say we move there.
Let's go over there.
I've earned it. I've earned it. I know you had a D&D club at school. I've only played D&D once, fun fact. Just, hard to organize.
We should cruise over
Head over there.
Well, we are going to be fighting our way back, and as you just saw from that zone, it actually is going to pull much more to that Cascades area. I liked NMSU Crimson's position. Instead, that high ground waterfall finish can be very good. Of course, the ISU Haymakers, ooh, they're catching you out on Cedo Station. One good 3-2-1. I mean, they're able to see it, but realistically, they should have taken those shots a hell of a lot earlier if you wanted KP. Haymakers could still race against Ferris State Gold, and that is a team they can absolutely dominate when it comes to contenders.
Enemy here. Up
I'm
close
seeing
and in
one
my
at
freaking
large
face.
pushing out. All right.
Gravity cannon here.
Marry me with damage, put it down upon the drums. Put some shots into his butt, send them to his hands. Hey. 47 single-handedly should never pick up a G7 Scout ever again. Sac State, though, with the 30-30 point-blank range from Beaufort, looking a hell of a lot better here. That's going to be a couple of incendiary grenades, which should separate this team out. But instead, Ferris State Crimson are happy to pressure on your door. Interior Crocodile Alligator, Arc Stars blasting in your theater. Of course, for Sac State Esports, the quick recovery utilizing the Alpha Teleport is actually still found out here. Shout out to UT Tyler in the kill feed. They will be picking up double knocks down and potentially a full next wipe here for them. Sac State able to get a couple of heals off, and for Crimson, this is going to be a shared space for the end zone. Oklahoma State Esports, one remaining member alive. Swag on him. Damn. We are actually legitimately sending that roster to hell. ISU Haymakers will find Declan on the other side of the wall, which ends Oklahoma State's chances of surviving. But that was the absolute most toxic end that UT Tyler's squad could have showcased to Oklahoma. And I get it, it's Oklahoma State versus UT Tyler. That's like baby OU versus Texas. New Mexico gonna be dying at the hands of CSU Rams here again. Frost caught out from the other side. We'll break on those, whatever these are called, fences.
Check out that one.
Purdue Gold's on the outskirts. They're going to be able to get the beacon while they survive. The chance for revive outside of zone is quickly fading here. TNT does defend the other available respawn beacon. Let's jump on over to the ISU Haymakers. I've seated them at the very top. Let's see if they continue to live up to my expectations. UT Tyler is one of the harder rosters to run into here, but you should be able to beat them if you are ISU. Big beams around the back, and it's a double crack on either side, and UT Tyler might be taking away that #1 position. No reset for Soares, right around the backside of the wall. Big beams for Zard, a peek around the other end. That's it for Kayak, and Asian Hulk Bro just gets obliterated here. You know what? ISU, they are good. But guys, they are starting to look like 5th place good. I mean, Ferris State Crimson's looking better than them. Alright? Sac State's looking a little bit better in partial. CSU Rams are looking a little bit better. Watch it. Still warming up. All right, put the money where your mouth is, baby. Get that shit going. 13 squads on the 41-second close. Cascades permits quite a bit of teams to survive, but it ain't the most to work with when you have the majority already here. CSU Rams coming in fairly late. Teams like UT Tyler definitely away from zone. That's going to be a drop from Ferris onto Bo for Sac State. Stuck as a trio again. CU Boulder, they're going to fight for the very, very similar second place team. There we go. Big beams, a teleport to the interior, and CU Boulder guarantee themselves a position inside zone by pressuring Sac State Esports away. These zones effed for our comp.
We can jet over there.
Never mind.
I mean, you're just not, I mean, zone or not, you still lost the fight to UT Tyler, which means you're worse than them. So don't lose fights. Anyways, UT Tyler with another knock on to Purdue here, showcasing why they should be taking away the #1 first seed in Contenders right now. The choke away onto Purdue is not a hard thing, as they never were able to get these resets off. For CSU Rams, center height of Waterball. I mean, they're going to get blistered by Concordia here in the right situation. Rampart Wall v Newcastle. It's not a perfect one, but you know what? It can be big. For some reason, Igneal has dropped to the low ground here. Oh, it's because the zone closed. I just saw it. Well, you know, I love Concordia, Nebraska, but that position right there, whether they're forced to make it or not, I would have loved to have seen them gotten a better crack on this roster. I mean, the castle wall is deleted. There is no help, no cover, no ability to play this one out. The CSU Rams now up on high ground. They have all the time in the world to pressure you out and away. Somehow, Concordia has been able to slide away to the low ground, but the follow-through is guaranteed. There goes one. Down you will slide into the dirt below. More members ahead here. And I mean, for CSU Rams, this is just free KP. you're lucky and Newcastle's on the other side of the equation because realistically, you're screwed. All right. That's it. That is all said and done. A big recovery for these teams as Winthrop Garnet. I have respect for this roster coming through from qualifiers, looking very, very good. Aqua, the last remaining member alive, as CU Boulder's got their own fight against Saris. A quick reset for them. Down on the low ground, a heady peek onto Sneaky. Ferris State's down to 1 as CU Boulder have gotten their resets. Aqua found out the kill for TNT as CU Boulder's continuing to pull this one back up, but Pure on the other side. The sister squad is helping them out. Digi now, that's a terrifying last remaining member here. As Ferris State Crimson, they're gonna come in. An extension from Pure around the back, but a big beam for Flesh found against Ferris State. Pure up on high. A snipe from Bofer. Sac State with the drop. Going back, who won game 1, FSA? Yeah, Full Sail Armada won that first game. And here's Ferris State Crimson. Ferris State Gold, by the way, was just gifted survivability by their sister squad. Had they not stepped in there, CU Boulder might have finished them. Now CU Boulder's gonna play for reset on the very edge of zone. Let's jump back on over to UT Tyler. You saw them destroy ISU Haymakers, and now Original Disaffect. I don't even know who you play for, but it can't possibly be someone good because UT Tyler is decimating you. It's none other than Georgia here on the other side. Spicy dealing with the bullets heat themselves. I mean, you're going to be caught out there on the edge. UT Tyler, though, they've got to get themselves into the center of zone here, right on the low ground. It's bare minimum to work with. CSU Rams are on the other side. So we check in with our winner from game 1. Full Sail Armada from height. A final pickup there from Malicious themselves. And now you have got Turbo Lock and Key. Ferris State Crimson shot out by the Sheila combo here. Northwestern Purple still playing up above. CU Boulder, I believe that is them getting their resets. Zard and Topher from UT Tyler drop down. That leaves just the Jonkler remaining. Northwest Purple could capitalize on this team, but Sac State is always ready and waiting. Topher, Jonkler, the rest of UT Tyler pumped out by a mixture of Full Sail Armada and CSU Rams. 7 squads remaining. Winthrop in center zone, CSU Rams south, Full Sail to the east, CU Boulders a rat, Sac State, Northwestern, and Ferris State Gold stacked as a trio in Cascades right now. All right. I mean, arguably the high ground from Cascade should be very, very good, but the fact that there are 3 teams stacked in it doesn't look great for these other rosters. Winthrop also has a great opportunity to hold them out as they see fit here. We'll see if they can, retain this position. Digi Rats, CSU begins to step up into that Winthrop territory here. Catalina, 47, small guy, just barely on the cusp of that zone. Northwestern Purple, they'll turn their attention towards the edge of Ferris State Gold there. One good nade, one good punish, whether it matters or not, 45 seconds will be the decision maker. CSU Rams on the outside. Ferris State shoring themselves up right against the building. A couple of nades to the height here as Sac State are on the other end. That is going to be a massive triple on either side there. CSU have set up their Newcastle wall right alongside Winthrop Garnet. And you know what? Mobile Shield's got to count here. Is now Full Sail Armada. They're really the team with the least amount of pressure in this lobby. There's a drop from the likes of Ferris. Zendikar with 2. Sneaky with another. Northwestern will be the first team eliminated in that exchange. Digi now stepping up for a couple full thirsts here. Every KP they can get. One drop on his Sneaky will send CU Boulder out here. Sac State a full thirst on their own way as they'll look now for a couple of other re-knocks onto that CU roster here for Winthrop. Craver in the hands of Trashy. I mean, we're not even aiming with it. Ferris State Gold will be finished off. 4 squads remaining. CSU Rams forced to that low ground after pressure from Winthrop. They're gonna have to turn their attention to them. Meanwhile, there's the jump from Ferris State. Big knocks. Full Sail Armada damage on the other side. CSU Rams for the follow through here. Immediately pressured back. Winthrop Garnet only loses out on one. Full Sail Armada, the same to be said from behind the tree line. CSU Rams as a three-piece are going to get these Rampart in charged bullets right into your noggin here. And honestly, if the rest of CSU were there, that would have been the end. But they have to defend this low ground reset from Sac State here. It does look like Raquaz not in it. Still have Beaufort. Winthrop Garnet up on height. A full reset for their health. Full Sail Armada on the other side of this tree. A quick reset as Trashy just got the knock. You can hear the Newcastle. And you know what? With Malicious and Von Kuno down, Full Sail Armada might be done for this world, but it's a 1v1 with Winthrop Garnet on the other side. Newcastle reses, and you have to question, where is CSU Rams? Because they could single-handedly end this here. Up on high, Abel being shot from below, Sac State for the rotate, and CSU Rams are the only three-piece force here for this end game. A nice snipe. That's it for Full Sail. CSU Rams climbing every piece of this height now to clean this one up. Problem is, if they face a knock, though, Sac State could always bide their time and rotate into this. Here we go. Newcastle wall up. Cravers from Small Guy. Rampart walls on either end. That is going to make it a one-shot kill now. Winthrop will be thirsted. It is a 2v3 here against Sac State. They are on the low ground. CSU Rams should win this every step of the way. There's a big rotate on the side here from Sac State. They are able to smell this one out. There's no success. Catalina around the back here, and they already have those Rampart walls ready to go. Massive breaks down. Sheila's out. Small Guy will get traded as Bass goes down. It's a 2v1 here, and with no health to work with, it's a CSU Rams dub. Congratulations to the Ram. When gifted the opportunity to win, they deliver the blow they need. 3v2, 3v2v1. It was no question there, but more importantly, you know what? They're making my power rankings like, I mean, they make them look like shit. All right. Scoreboard. Lock in after game one. Could have been 2 in a row. It really could have. It really could have here. Let's jump to that scoreboard. I asked you guys before this game, over under Full Sail Armada 4.5. For them, they walk away with 9. Congratulations to those of you who took the over. Zephyr, that could have been 2 in a row. It could have been 2 in a row for Full Sail Armada, but it isn't. They finish in 4th overall. I despise you. That's his whole point. He's a bait. He gets his account banned every like 3 to 4 months. He makes a new one, and then he comes back to my chat to bait people, and it works every time. He's one of my favorite people who frequents the Zephyr stream. He's a goat. If you get baited by this guy, he's got you hook, line, and sinker. CSU Rams with 25 points. I only got banned because, of course you did. UT Tyler with 16, 14 KP for them. The ISU Haymakers make up 3 of that KP. And like I said, Tyler is supposed to be looking for this one. All right. Tyler is making a statement for themselves right now. One last game of Storm Point here. The Rams lead with 42, a second in first place. Full Sail Armada was able to make themselves quite heavily from the other side. UT Tyler with lots of KP that last game, 16 of their 26 points. They jump up past Winthrop Garnet, 2 third-place finishes for them. The Haymakers begin to fall. Sac State for a return, CU Boulder for a return, Ferris State Gold, and a little jump for Northwestern Purple. There goes the Newcastle, and it's just in the nick of time. The Rampart is still some point defense safety, but I wouldn't be surprised with how this lobby plays to see it go bye-bye. Watson is still very much an applicable pick, so maybe the Alter goes away, maybe the Valkyrie. This is very substandard for this meta right now. Let's get a prediction going. This time around, let's go for damage. Highest damage in the first game was 1,600. Highest damage in the second game was 13. So let's meet it in the middle. Highest player damage, game 3, 2,500. Over, under. All right, 2 minutes, 5 minutes on the board for that one. Why not? Boris, Good to see it. Why did I say Boras? Jesus Christ. Yeah, the dyslexia claims are definitely, can you guys believe I do this professionally for a living? Boras is crazy. I'm sorry. All right. I've casted ALGS. I've casted Esports World Cup. I've been to multiple championships. I talk for a living. And I still can't pronounce words right. All right? Anyways, plenty of time on the board here. Shout out to Catalina that last game and Small Guy. Both of them top the charts here for damage. 47 right there on the back with 14. UT Tyler, Zard, and Topher. 3rd and 5th overall. Really great start for them as well. There's Bofer from Sac State. I've really liked... Who is it from Sac State? There's another Sac State... Bass. Currently the bottom 30 that game, but Bass is not too bad. Let us jump back in now to our final game of Storm Point here. I appreciate the lobbies moving expediently. It's the best way to watch the action.
Shotgun ammo.
Oh. That's great. That is great. Baza! Exclamation point now. Exclamation point leaderboard. Oh, I guess because I reset the stream, it got rid of it, didn't it?
Always better than Ironside there.
Let's check that quadrant.
There are no squads near us.
There you go. Putting it in chat. I'm going to pin it for you. For everybody that comes through. I forgot that resetting the stream gets rid of that. There you go.
Got an extended energy mag here. Level 2.
So, should be good.
Reached another level.
Go ahead and check it out. These are the slightly worse teams. If you click Octane Collegiate at the top, you can go check out the premier matches as well if you're interested. Those take place at Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Contenders at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays.
Let's move there.
Of course, tomorrow we will have more College Apex. It's the Northeastern Collegiate Conference, but the Super Bowl is tomorrow, and I am going to go cook food with Pear. Pear from Texas A&M. We're going to have a cookout. We're going to make fried shrimp tacos, guacamole, and a bunch of other shit. For TNT Gibby Hands, they're going to make themselves cry. Already losing a big exchange here against ISU in the kill feed. Does look like Full Sail Armada, as good as they've been, facing a knock to SNHU here. Sharpie with the first drop. Can I PU? Do you mean pull up? Yeah. Do these teams call into something like a higher tier? So yeah. The format basically works that now that the teams have been put in their different, now that they've been put into their different leagues, Open, Premier, and Contenders, you gain points to compete in playoffs at the end of the stage. So it's 6 weeks of regular play in each of the separate leagues, and then they combine into an upper, lower bracket, etc., and then you fight for the very final 20 spots. Sometimes Contenders level teams do manage to make it all the way, and even Open League last time, Illinois State Redbirds had almost made it to semifinals. So there can be some long runs for the ISU Haymakers. They are a team that I think can make it there. Right now they get a drop onto Aqua from behind the pylon. Look up, my boy. One remaining member, a quick peek on either side, and the ISU Haymakers once again find the end of TNT. Problem is, it was such a messy fight. Here comes Ferris State Gold. If you're a Bulldogs fan, this is your chance. There's the port play to get you to safety, and for the ISU Haymakers, it's barely safety at that. Asian Hulk Bro and Soares have managed to survive in some incredible way, and Asian Hulk Bro, shout out where it's due. He's going to get the Trident, and I think escape off of this one. ISU Haymakers are going to live. Soares got a massive knock in the meanwhile, too. Hold on. Oh, no, we're sniped by Sneaky. God damn.
Your part is not done.
Holy shit.
Stock up. Left.
Yeah, ISU Haymakers with a very bad initial fight there, but it isn't over for them. Could potentially play for reset a little bit later on. Abilene Christian University, as we've said, we barely care about this roster right now. They do not have T-Dobbs, which means they are not going to succeed. Sac State Esports alongside them is a hell in a handbasket when it comes to the quality of play. .65, Bass low. I like Bass personally. New member for this roster, I believe, and honestly has been looking pretty good. ASU, though, they're one slow push away from the end of their life. Sac State's Bofer kind of holding out the other side. Oh, let's see how it goes. Well, that's a damn good alter attack. Able to find the kidnap. Nowhere to run. Alexini will be the first found, and Guardian and Micah are one bad take as well. I mean, I know there's Watson fence lines, but they've already been removed. Raquaz taken low. A snipe from the other side of the door. And for Sac State, Abilene Christian University, they barely even get to shoot back there. Like I said, we don't care about him. With T-Dobbs out of the equation, it's just not a real roster right now. There's a reason I put them in 38th overall. Until T-Dobbs replays for that team.
Enemy over there.
We got a lot ahead. UT Tyler's going to get a drop on the Pajama in the meanwhile.
Look, smoke over there.
All right, it's a long-range knob. Teleport for Topher. Where's T-Dobbs? I think he's playing golf. I mean, it's the full thirst for UT Tyler, but the separation has already come through here, so maybe no extra KP. New Mexico's out towards the Jurassic Choke, and it's a far and away separation.
Replicator there, with supplies left too.
El Jukebox and Frost.
Bunker over there.
They're safe. I'm gonna drink some water.
Prepare yourself. We have an enemy.
Nah, that's Bang as a punk. He deserves it. Woo! Good missiles. Damn, it's an even better timing on the port. Holy shit. Guys, I want to say something, but ultimately, my brain is frazzled from the amount of Apex I've watched today. Northwestern purple, potentially pressured on the exterior. I mean, it's barely pressured at that point. It's just slow shredding by Sac State here. Raquaz will pick up all three of that KP, and it's going to be a complete and utter decimation on the high side of this zone. They do have Bear State Crimson, which is a legitimate competition ahead here. Sagawashi, a drop on Zard means that UT Tyler are forced to drop the lifeline ultimate down. Baron on one edge. Virginia Tech separated. Jonkler's gonna get the response knock here. The full send for UT Tyler is impeccable on the Jonkler lifeline reset. Topher is low. That lifeline better come in clutch. Big damage back. Massive takes, though, from Winthrop Garnet here. It's not enough to slow them down completely. Topher will be full thirsted. Jonkler and Zard. A rolling thunder from the CSUDH Cardinals there will knock Trashy, and that could give the opportunity here for the Tyler roster to reset. They do lose out on Topher and Tyler. As Garnet, they're going to get drilled out from getting that full revive in play here. I'm going to reset my brain. Well, you know what? The high ground holdout for the likes of the Toros, CSUDH Cardinal, whether anyone expects it, they're going to get some KP here on this rotate forward. That river ahead does give some minor coverage, but this position in particular can convert to a good end game. If you were watching Fisher during Premier League this week, they actually won from that same position. ISU Jelk Makers. Boris, fantastic.
Let's reposition there.
CSU Rams. They'll be holding out where they see fit. Teams like the ISU Haymakers are back into play down below. I mean, NMSU Crimson's going to get held out by the ISU Haymakers, and then MNSU Crimson's holding out Virginia Tech right now. That's the info you need to know. It should be an ISU Haymakers assault. There's Asian Hulk Bro with a knock on to L Jukebox. EMP follow-throughs from Kayak. And finally, we are looking at a Haymaker success story. It was a bad first fight, but it still was KP successes. NMSU around the back here. 53 on the flesh. Major drops on the other side. Pajamas on a knock. One remaining member caught with a haircut bullet. That will be at Baron Arold here, all the way towards the southern side, and it's actually a great decision, but it still will be ISU caught out. CSUDH now being wrapped from the northern end. Full Sail Armada, they've been looking fantastic all day. And you know what? They're going to look even better. We had lack of faith in this roster without PB and John, and you know what? They are showing up in a way that matters more. 2 members here. Full Sail Armada will take sail. That's just bad casting. This has got to be the most aggressive send I've ever seen on a Valkyrie push. And you know what? It wins. SNHU's Sharpie's up above here, but it's still a 2v3. Pierre will be shot in the back, but not before any knock is truly acquainted for. Sharpie stuck behind knockdown shields. Purr with heals of their own. Mikey from the furthest side ahead here as Purr will take back to the top. There's the reset on the Too Much Luck, albeit it is no health to their name. Pure with the med kit. Turbo for a reset as well. That is a 3v2 advantage for Fair State Crimson here. SNH Club, they're going to stick their own reset as the Rolling Thunder comes down. Pure with a re-knock there on to Too Much Luck. And Sharpie, you've just been. The timer has ticked. The clock is a-running. You're not going to survive. SNHU Club Esports. They'll be wiped out in the very edge from Fair State Crimson. Now remember, they did just use that Valkyrie ultimate, so forcing a fight here into the Spider's Choke, or at least rotating ahead into Sac State, could be the next exchange that they get. Concordia, Nebraska, they'll take to the evac tower. Man, Bofa really is making that one sing. One last shot could have been the end of Concordia. They're going to rotate just behind ISU, and that might be that it for them. Winthrop Garnet caught by CU Boulder this time around, and it's a deja vu final finish here. I mean, you're going to get naded out. It still's going to be the full burst on Alex. Winthrop's down now. 2 members able being to wrap this one out. 14 squads remaining, and quality is great. No, Bofer's very good. Bofer is excellent. UT Tyler, they were able to get their reshots off, and now with big nades back, don't quite find what they want, but you know what? Damage is damage. Pressure is pressure. You've got the job done here. Topher finally finds the knock on to Digi. Long-range shots from the CSU Rams from the high ground here, as we'll see Topher get the full thirst on to Digi against the CU Boulders. 12 squads remaining in Full Sail Armada. They get their own full wipe against CU Boulder on height there. I told you guys the quality would be a hell of a lot better here. Sac State up on height. CSU playing their high ground. If Sac State go for the full send here, we'll see how it goes. CSUDH Cardinal playing the building itself. Purdue Gold up above them. And honestly, with 12 squads remaining, it could be anyone's game here. These buildings in particular, great for the holdout, but the walk away at the very end is a tough place to be. Remember, the minute you have to play for height, you're kind of screwed. Oklahoma State, Concordia, and Sac State, though, they could contest CSU Boulder. I didn't even know UGA was still in the lobby. All right. Bofer with the knock onto Malicious tells me that Sac State has got some long-range knocks for Virginia Tech. Somehow, someway, Baron Arnold and Apricapra Salmon here have managed to survive. It's a sad, inevitable finish there. Virginia Tech's picked up by Aishu, split with UC Tyler, and from the Sky Nades down, the Haymakers might make a clown of the, well, UC Tyler roster. Big burn on a big beam, double flash. That's going to be Full Sail Armada with their knock. Topher from the other side, thirsted as the Haymakers get the wipe. A big portion of that, though, is wiped by Full Sail Armada. You got to respect this eastern side. Full Sail still in it. Aishu Makers walking this one in. Concordia from the other, and as Sac State will land where we saw Full Sail immediately. Haymakers got a little snipe on their own side there. Concordia, Nebraska could punish them from that western end. Sleep King for the Full Thirst on to Purdue as Concordia's going to rotate this one back up to height alongside Oklahoma State Esports. Haymakers, though, walking this one in, will get the final wipe onto CU Boulder here as they'll play the fence lines down below. I mean, Georgia catches that rotate out, but they're not going to find damage. Sac State, though, a knock onto Grapple Juice, and for Full Sail Armada, they've at least made it to the top 9, but the Full Thirst is just as bad. CSUDH Cardinal spinning off one, as Full Sail Armada, one alone themselves. Bofer for a triple stack, 7 squads remaining. We just saw the ISU full send in the heart of zone here. One knock onto Static. Sleep King and Goose just as alongside them. 6 squads remaining. Georgia on one side of the building, ISU on another. The exterior to the east, South State. Oklahoma State up above with the CSU Rams, and Concordia, Nebraska all the way out towards the west. I mean, it has been pure chaos. Pure third-party chaos to so many of these fights. The ISU Haymakers have guaranteed themselves a position into this endgame. The same can be said for Sac State. For squads like the CSU Rams, they will be able to play that high ground fence line here, but they need to make sure Concordia and Oklahoma State do not take away that position.
Enemy spotted far. Enemy here.
I was looking for my caps. Georgia at the trades, and truth be told, against ISU, you've already lost. One break on the shield, the EMP to bring you down. The Haymakers are more than healthy on this swing. Origin Disinfect, Pikachu, and Spicy. My God, no help. There's the third party from Sac State. ISU will get at least destroyed. And for Sac State here, this should be a quick cleanup against Georgia in just a second. That dome is going to tick out and away. And for Sac State, I mean, you have become free KP. There's a reason Bofer is widely regarded as one of the best teams. I like how I said Bofer, because, yeah. Anyways, hey, you know what? Raquaz looks good today. Bass looks good as well. I'm proud of Georgia from walking away from that exchange. Problem is, you got nowhere to go. Bofer's there for the first knock. A quick wrap around the corner. And with all these walls coming down, I mean, it's free KP for the rest of the lobby here. Spicy and Pikachu. Wait, not much themselves. CSU Rams beat Oklahoma State. The Rams will lose out their high ground as long as they had held it there. 4 squads remaining. Concordia, they're no better themselves. Bofer will finish off the remnants of Georgia's. Concordia is now stuck in between Sac State here and Oklahoma State. For Igneal, I don't think they'll ever get the chance to revive that one. That knockdown shield also way too critical here for them to work with. Oklahoma, they can bide their time, but realistically, you're just giving Sac State all of the freedom here to get these knocks. Grunk. I didn't even know there was a person named Grunk in this game. Grunk will get that knock on a Trojan, so they at least get that response. Couple of Full Thirst around the backside there, and with one final remaining member for Concordia, Nebraska. I mean, credit where it's due. They at least survived to the top 3. Couple shots from Oklahoma. They're going to try to see if they can stop this one from developing. Dre is still alive here on this Mad Maggie. Here's the big problem from Oklahoma now. Height is good. 3v3. Oh, Neon's dead? Never mind. Congratulations to Sac State. You've you've already won the game. A tactical around the other side. One of your other teammates stuck on the fence line here, and everyone from Sac State holding you out. One last remaining member up above as Beaufort will take to the falling edge. There goes the 20s, and it's a Sac State dub. All right, guys.
We have our Apex champion.
Halfway point. Woo! Zephyr is tired. Zephyr is actually legitimately exhausted. We are 9 games deep today. Game 3, I asked you guys over under 2,500. Congratulations, it was the over. Only one person lost their money. It was what you looking at, punk. Sorry, bud. No one else took the bet. It goes to the house. Looking at the scoreboard, Sac State with 36 points there. Oklahoma with 15. A big 12 KP game for the ISU Haymakers with 15. Everyone else in the single digits. At least there's some KP for CSUDH, UT Tyler, and Full Sail Armada. Our overall, Sac State with 50 now. They make a return with that dub in that game. CSU Rams there, still hanging on 3 points behind. And there's Full Sail Armada, 13 points behind, with a slightly worse game just behind them. 34 on the board for ISU Haymakers. This was their best game they've had thus far. Actually, it's a tie for it. But you know what? Surviving to the top 6. Actually, you know what? I don't know which is better. They're about equal. They've had some consistency. 33 for UT Tyler. They begin to be overtaken by the ISU Haymakers. But truthfully, this one will come down to our final map of the day. There's Winthrop, OSU with their second place finishing Concordia, getting the jump into the top 10 here. Looking at our drops, though, it lets you know that we're going to E District. UT Tyler, they're over towards Street Market. Full Sail Armada's Angels Atrium. Fair State Crimson's pretty darn good with Sac State right alongside him. That northeastern corner could get down and dirty with it. ISU Haymakers towards the boardwalk area. If your name is OSU or ACU or even TNT Tech Gibby Hands, who they have currently beaten 3 in a row. I mean, this is a full send that is waiting to happen here. For someone like VT, by the way, UT Tyler will be on your ass like grass. Winthrop Garnet, I love their macro play, but being super far from zone is going to bite against them. And for SDH or CSUDH Cardinal, SNHU Club Esports could find some fighting against you. Northern side of zone probably is the easier. You got New Mexico, Ferris, Purdue, ACU, and Oklahoma. That's a fairly calm region right there. So 3 games ahead of us. Let's get our next prediction. Sac State, I'm going to ask you guys, does Sac State Esports retain number 1? Yes, no. You guys got 5 minutes for that. The chance of CSU Rams overtaking them is a non-zero initiative there. That last game, they only got 5 points, but the first 2 have been fantastic from this roster, even with all of my doubts. So, 5 minutes on the board. Get your predictions in. Will Sac State retain this first place position? Will Beaufort continue to deliver a wealth in damage? Will Raquaz be right there alongside him with Bass Lyeth on the other side? 11 right now. 14, though, for the CSU Rams. A much more equal roster. Contenders is a fun watch. I mean, yeah, I wish I had more energy right now. I almost want to, like, apologize. Contenders is so great, but, I mean, this is my 10th game ahead here. So, A versus B. Here's C versus D. This is the other Contenders lobby. We're still on 2 games right now. GCU leads Illinois State Redbirds with 24 in the tie. Their 3rd game should be finishing off really soon. Shout out to USU Goats. The Goatlings. They were able to pick up a dub there after a 1-point game blemish. Charlotte, Gamerhawks, no surprise. There's Georgia Tech. Big turnaround for Queens Gale. We'll see if they can retain it. There's Indiana University, fairly mid. Some bad losses for teams like Davenport. The Florida Gators really struggling. DC Deshaun, Castle Crasher, and Wriggling Salamander. Just terrible. Genesis, too. Baltica, Coopster. Campbell University. Oh, they only have Nina. All right, never mind. Nimicola. Well, NECC wasn't detrimental to the mental. It's just a long game. 3 minutes, guys. Please just bet like 10 points against each other. Just like 10 points. I'm going to meow, meow, meow my way to success. $9.2. 7.0 for this lobby. 9.2 for the other one. It was a 9.91 and an 8.53. Game 3 should be finishing really shortly, too, so it's probably really good. All right. 3 games ahead here. Game 10 of the day. The 4th of the Octane Contenders League for Week 1 here. Plenty of chances ahead for these teams to catch up, but we have seen a particular gap begin to form between squads like Sac State, CSU Rams, Full Sail Armada, ISU Haymakers, and UT Tyler Apex. There's plenty of time to turn your story into one of glory, but it's got to take place here in the big city. I wish it was nighttime. I miss when this map was night.
Let's go there.
Zephyr's gonna check his phone. I'm just gonna take 2 seconds to check my phone. I'm scratching my nose. If I scream for too long and for too loud, I start to like
Listen around.
start choking.
Who's here?
Literally.
We should go there.
I don't think the human body is built to scream for this long sometimes. All right. Zone already established here. The cross between City Hall and the exterior here of Neon Square. I love the high ground that kind of exists outside of City.
Level 1.
It can work. ACU currently has access to that position, but it doesn't mean it will be where we see our zone end. I do think it's going to finish over by ACU though.
Might be something good that way.
Notably, their most southern member in particular right now. I think the zone finishes right there. Their most southern member up on that high ground, or at least right next to it. It's a very stereotypical ending, so we'll see how that one establishes.
We gotta check out here. Going from here. I see an enemy over there.
Dre with a knock for Concordia, Nebraska. The trade from TNT Tech, Gibby Hands. Quick reset coming through from Fresh Meat there. And that is going to be a 2v3. Macarios, quick heal. Right, a massive hold from Fresh Meat. And to be honest, we haven't gotten to see this team really play against anyone because every single game, ISU Haymakers are right there, sending you to your grave. So for now, TNT will lead with at least 1 KP.
Let's go here.
2 final remaining members there on the other side for Concordia. I mean, they're already just going to get out of Dodge. They're playing for a reset. Purdue, Sac State, Fair State, and CSU Rams here towards the Galleria area. Scans, Evo's ahead. Sac State hasn't even been able to get their hands on the Evo. Finally, Beaufort's grabbing it. Purdue Gold, they came to do the same and instead find themselves pressured away. Samus G, of course, playing on that Wraith, will be the one to find it. So blue shields for everybody. The competition for Evo is a very stereotypical place where we find our teams. Beaufort, Bass, Lilith, Raquaz, they've got themselves what could be a fight with Fair State and CSU Rams, or they could just be looking for the rotate now that they got themselves their armor. Virginia Tech, Baron Low, Apricapra Salmon, and Sawagashi caught from either side here. UT Tyler Apex have been no slouches to getting competitive, but it's going to force Jonkler down after taking too much damage in return there. Little slow heal as UT Tyler needs to cross a distance. Abilene Christian University hold on to the center zone, but not before Jonkler is going to get that first knock onto Virginia Tech here. 2v3 exchanges. Baron just ran into his own drill. You can't make this up. With a complete silliness like that, it is a guarantee that we'll be saying goodbye to Virginia Tech. Kayak with a knock onto Declan. And the ISU Haymakers are making short work of the Oklahoma State squad. One final full thirst takes us down to 18, and that is looking a hell of a lot more like ISU. Like I said from the drop discussion, you gotta respect them. ISU Haymakers are gonna come for you whether you like. Now UT Tyler, you got Winthrop Garnet on your ads. A race for the top 5, and Winthrop Garnet is gonna try to find their success. Lifeline resets though are tough to deal with, and they are low for the ground. Of course, for Winthrop Garnet, Able B needs to play their respect because with one tick to their name, UT Tyler could full thirst you in shame. Jonkler with a knock onto Alex here. A 3v2 on the other side. Big Burns coming through as there's the EMP. Up on high though, TNT Gibby Hands. It's finally a response for this roster that has been spelled out in gold. Jonkler knocked, and Winthrop and Tyler will take to the hills to get them to safety. Winthrop's right around the edge of this building. Gibby Hands are right alongside you. UT Tyler takes to the north. CSU Rams now, a fight of their own against Sac State. 2v2 on either side. Beaufort, your best fragger's already down. Catalina and Small Guy on the other side. It changes to the low ground. Sac State for the burn. G7 Hetty sends Catalina packing. And with 47, the last remaining member, oh no, they got a reset there. Okay, 2v2. Good beams on Beaufort. That's still a 2v2. My gosh, an extension here on this fight as long as can be. Sac State should be able to get this revive, and with Catalina down, I mean, your altar, recovery, safety, Sac State's gonna send you at some point. UT Tyler for reset. TN Tech, Gibby Hands. They're gonna play something similar. Can't breathe. All right. Sac Esports around the backside. Small Guy, no surprise, caught out there. I mean, for the rest of the CSU Rams, 47 better pray. He is the fastest runner alive because for Sac State, you got your KP. They're going to go for the full thirst, and that might delay them on the exchange. CSU Rams should be able to play out towards that Galleria side, get themselves back to full health. We'll jump on over back towards Gibby Hands, and now Full Sail Armada, a top 5 roster as it currently stands. Oh, no. Raquaz finds 47. That's it for the CSU Rams. Gibby Hands are going to take for a longer rotation all the way towards the southeastern side. Ferris State Gold caught out in their last remaining member. Shout out to UT Tyler Apex, by the way. Big split towards Blossom. Should play for recovery. CSUDH, a drop onto Purdue in the kill feed. CU Boulder beginning to look towards Ferris State Crimson for a final position in this zone. We jump on over to CSUD Cardinal. Like I said, Purdue was the first drop here, but are on a quick escape and getaway. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to get that revive off as well. Yeah, there's Samus already back into play. ISU Haymakers versus New Mexico. Abilene Christian University is also involved in the exchange here. Couple of long-range shots there from DH, and that's not really much to be said. For Haymakers, we're going to look at these full thirst against NMSU. A port play will get them back to safety, and for ISU Haymakers, bucket we ball. A full send behind the knockdown. Beams for Asian Hall throws, and New Mexico will be eliminated. Concordia, Nebraska found in 14th as Abilene Christian University turned their attention. A 126 from Micah. And for the Haymakers, though, they've got the perfect port to get them back to safety. Right around the backside, and you should have been watching. That's going to allow the Haymakers to get full heals up on the Soras there for the slow health recovery on the power amp. Sac State plays that eastern edge. Ferris State Crimson, Purdue Gold, and CSUDH are oh so close to the center and final position of where I think this zone is going. SNHU, UT Tyler, Full Sail, all towards that southern Neon Square side, and Gibby Hands, Winthrop, and Northwestern still fighting their way in from the southeast here.
Enemy spotted.
Let's go over there.
Big blue for Zephyr. I can't wait to eat spaghetti after this. That's all I can think of right now. I'm kidding. I'm also thinking of it. Full Sail Armada will start the breaking beam of these teams here in Neon Square, but the Rolling Thunder's got to push them off of height sometime. Bonkuno's barely hit out, and UT Tyler Apex, they're going to trade for that high ground position, utilizing the pressure of the Rolling Thunder. Skynade's back, but a Sheila burns harder. Up on high, SNHU Club Esports now in your backside there. Unable to find the full damage they need. It's a single 15, a shield break on the lifeline. If I am the likes of SNHU, I'd be looking for the wipes off of this. CSUDH Cardinal, they'll play the eastern side of zone. Purdue's still down below. Fresh meat will be dropped here against Gibby Hands. It looks like they're going to get shot by Northwestern. Abilene Christian University, they could become the next team eliminated. Sac State Esports just came in from the eastern side, and they're happy to look for this next trade ahead here. Re-knock, by the way, on Gibby Hands. Well, ACU, they've got burns and a half there. Both Guardian and Micah already low. I think for AC, you're just one bad play away from Sac State getting the wipe on you here. My real question is, where's ISU Haymakers? They're in the perfect third-party opportunity for this fight from what we saw last time around. What place do you think me, you, and Jasper would get if we played in this lobby?
Let's go here.
8th. Probably 8th. I haven't played Apex in like
Enemy here.
10 months. 7 months. Well, Sac State for the first drop. There goes out, seeing the genie. It's a trade of one, but it's a re-knock on the other end. Micah's trying to heal this one out, but they're shot in the back. Sac State has lost on the exchange, but there's no one to give them any pain. Resets for Sac State as we say goodbye to Abilene Christian University. The rest of these teams, though, it's time to get to zone.
Don't go there.
Winthrop Garnet on the interior. CU Boulder up towards that secondary or tertiary height here. I mean, try as you might, ISU Haymakers are now beginning to look to threaten this. EMP available, and I like this from CU Boulder. Utilize the altar port to get yourself to safety. Honestly, genius. It doesn't matter. They're gone. Orange Banana. Take a look. Contenders Premier League, tier 2 on the board there. Trashy's going to get sniped out from afar. And I mean, even for ISU here, they are in zone, so this is not really too much pressure against Full Sail Armada. Too much luck. A drop on to Purdue. Purdue with a drop on to SNHU. A 2v2 exchange in that kill feed right now is now Northwestern Purple, by the way, rotating behind ISU. Sentries brought low. ISU Haymakers take the full front of an EMP. Trades for trades. Sora is down here as the break of a Wraith on the other side. Northwestern able to get heals off as they're getting shot from the exterior. That's almost a knockdown for Northwestern. A full thirst from Asian Hulk, bro, though, takes this to a 2v2. And my only question is, where is the third party? Full Sail Armada have arrived. Clam will be knocked here against Northwestern. One remaining member can't even be picked up. And with a dive to the low ground, Northwestern Purple is wiped out. Resets on the other end for ISU as they'll hold off Malicious in the full push here. And Full Sail Armada, they realize the time has passed. CU Boulder with a knock on to Winthrop as the Full Sail Armada roster, they actually rotate right back into Winthrop. Their teleport is caught out here. It's still a 2v1, so we'll say goodbye to Winthrop. But it is a huge dub.
Got a bad one over there.
I got one over there.
My gosh. CU Boulder now gatekeeping ISU Haymakers. Wait, Full Sail doesn't know that ISU had one person down? No, they don't.
I'm over there.
It is a big rip. Albeit, I do think ISU were in good place to get a reset off there, so it wasn't a great fight for Full Sail. You don't climb from low ground into it, especially after you just used all your altar utility. You have reset, they're still in the game, that's all that matters. TNT Tech, Gibby Hands, they're still alive, but Sac State, they're the ones that find the next team eliminated. CSUDH Cardinal, they meet their maker, and now Sac State Gophers brought back into it. They've got themselves that northern side of zone that we've been talking about all game long, and could be looking towards Ferris State to get a wipe here soon. I told you. I told you guys this is where the zone was going to end from the get-go. What? Haymakers around the back. Need to win this fight here. Suarez brought low, and remember, CU Boulder, they could mirror this from the other side. T and Tech Gibby Hands. I mean, they got full health, height to their name. There's a Rolling Thunder just thrown out here by the Aishu Haymakers to give them their rotation. You gotta pray they get to this fence line. Somehow, someway, a drop onto the low ground. Big beams onto Full Sail Armada's grapple juice. But the Sheila from the other side is here to punish just as well. Von Kuno, Malicious, and Aqua for 3. That will be the entirety of the Aishu Haymakers deleted on their dive to the low ground. Full Sail Armada, they surprisingly don't get any of that KP. They're going to stick the revive around the back here, and it's once again up to a Sheila to get the job done. Grapple Juice back into it. 8 squads remaining here. Ferris Crimson from up on high. And now we got that complete separation of the height and low ground. Ferris State, SNHU, Purdue Gold, and Gibby Hands. Not Gibby Hands. They're going to be in the position for height here. UT Tyler, they're going to go for resets as SNH Club Esports are trying to play up to height while they can. Purdue Gold down below, currently with the likes of Sac State Green. I mean, I'll just say this, SNHU, they've got a great position towards this zone, but they still have to defend against this high ground here in a little bit. Sac State Esports, they can bide their time and play this one up through the other side. UT Tyler's final couple of members will be wiped out here from CU Boulder, and that leaves just Sac State, Purdue Gold, and CU Boulder there on the low grounds. I mean, Purdue Gold's on a different low ground, so that's kind of weird. What is this, Samus? Suppressive fire, baby. All right. That'll be a long-range drop on a Bofer from Digi, and for CU Boulder, they start with success. All 3 up to height here on the trade for the zone close. They've gotten themselves at least a bit of cover to work with. My gosh. Shots fired. Full Sail Armada. You just saw 1 knock onto Bofer, and with a re-knock coming through, Sac State will be full thirsted by the Full Sail Armada roster. Remember, teams like Fair State Crimson, though, they are the ones that currently have height. CU Boulder tries to third party that on the other side, and they'll find that Full Sail is very, very healthy. I don't even know who's reviving right now. How are you reviving? Wow, SNHU Club Esports is getting a double revive off this late in the zone. Bro's boosting his shots, taking next stat. Need a prediction on it next game? All right, we'll do a shots fired prediction. That's pretty fun. Just don't let me forget.
Enemy there. Let's reposition here.
SNH Club Esports down below. Purdue Gold and Fair State Crimson sharing the building. Full Sail Armada all the way out towards the east here. And CU Boulder with a chunk of the plane ahead.
Your mates got
Kraber in the hands of Peanut Butter is okay, and I don't even know if that's the best member to host that one. SN Club Esports, by the way, are right alongside this CU Boulder roster. I mean, I can't imagine any of these 2 rosters survive. Mikey's got that one. Hook, line, and sinker. Good drone recall.
enemy over here.
Fair State Crimson and Full Sail should be able to punish both of these teams the minute they climb up. Well, 5 seconds to go. Full Sail's got to hold out the building, and CU Boulder and SNHU Club Esports from the low ground. Big burns already beginning. SNHU will be the first to make a move. Down and up they will go. Too much luck with a double knock onto CU Boulder there, and that will be this roster move from the low ground. It's a good alter trade, but for too much luck in the rest of this team, like I said, everyone's waiting, watching there. The difference between 4th and 5th is just about nothing. Fair State Crimson could also be looking malicious with Kraber in hand. And SNHU Club Esports, they've gotten themselves a little bit of recovery as Purdue Gold and Ferris Crimson trade on the building for now. Somehow, I may believe that they'll trade for success. Purdue Gold finished off in the building as Crimson's got to look for these resets. Full Sail Armada, though, are covering the moves from SNHU. Full knocks down, a trade onto Ferris Crimson, and Full Sail Armada are the only team now left standing as a three-man force. Mikey down below, up on high. Ferris State Crimson will let this one happen. A dive from Psycho. Pure will be full thirsted, and for the Full Sail Armada roster, they'll take their second dub of the day. You guys said it almost happened. The answer is it can. Jump on over the scoreboard. I asked you guys before this game, yes or no, does Sac State retain #1? The answer is yes. 15 points from that last game. God damn. Full Sail Armada, even with their win, could not catch up to it. Great stuff. Game 4, 19 for Full Sail. Of course, Ferris State Crimson with 15. They're 7. 12 KP for Sac State. They showcase how their aggression gets them these games. CU Boulder there, we got to see at the end. Realistically, the only big other one to bring up, ISU Haymakers. Massive KP disparity. 8 KP right now. That is just huge. Of course, the overall standings, Sac State, Full Sail, CSU Rams there just behind them. 2 games to go. 44 for the ISU Haymakers to try and catch up. They have not had a great placement. None in the top 3 today. At an 8.8 average is pretty rough. They share that with Ferris State Crimson, who, by the way, just got theirs a little bit better with a second place 16-point finish to jump up to 6. CU Boulder, Winthrop continuing to fall, Concordia, Nebraska, and OSU. Not much else to say about these other rosters. The expectation, about right. Now, for your bet, player standings, where is it? Shots. Best shots each game, that's 707, 989, 801, 858. Let's do 850. Most shots over under 850. Over under. 5 minutes to go on that bet. There's no way Samus took 858 shots that game. I refuse to believe it. They also only hit 26. What is that? %3 of their shots hit. 3%. Who hit the least? Oh, that's an easy stat. Guys, I'm at my 11th game here. You can't make fun of me. I am struggle sometimes. Making fun of people's all I do. That's true. 3 minutes, get your predictions in. Over, under 850 shots. Game 4, over. Game 3, under. Game 2, over. Game 1, under. Someone's going to be watching and they're just going to sit there with a Sheila and freaking shoot it for like 2 minutes. Okay. The other lobby, by the way, 3 games done. Illinois State Redbirds with 42. Congratulations to them. Queens Gale looking good. GCU Charlotte Niners. Florida Gators get their return finally with a second place finish. USU Goatlands, 1 win, but no follow-up in that second game. Only 2 points from there. Georgia Tech, Carolina Blues, Gamerhawks, Navy. They move on to E-District. They're a little bit behind us. 2 more games to go. 2 more E-Districts here. Let's hop on back. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I leave you with Observer. Too much water for Denver.
Let's go there. 조심하자. Yeah, there are no squads near us.
Let's check out that way. Might be something good this way. Got an
All
extended
right.
energy mag here.
I'm
Level 2.
back. Not Corey, who has already turned me me searching Google onto a clip in my stream. Looks like New
Let's check
Mexico
it
be
over there,
moving.
mates.
Gonna be going on 12 games. Do you want to add a 13th and do other con lobbies game 6? Or are you good after that? I'll be honest with you, OI. I think I am done after this next game.
What do you think is over here? I'm tired.
Let's go, Zia.
Shit, might as well. No. No. What's one more, bro?
Let's go over there.
It's 20 minutes. That's what one more is. I want to make spaghetti. I don't think you guys understand. We're running on my, it's time. 3P. Think about this. Think of the content possibility for 20 minutes? Shut up. I stream to 40, 50 viewers. What is the content possible? Zephyr doesn't wake up and do anything? No, I wake up every day at 8 a.m. What's more and more, I eat every day at 5 p.m. Okay? So we are pre-dinner Zephyr right now. Zephyr's on his last bit of fuel. And my dinners are they're my one meal I eat per day. So I'm not just tired because I'm tired. I'm tired, I get good sleep. I get 8 hours. I'm tired because it's dinner time. And I'm crashing. All right? One meal a day. I've been raised off of one meal a day my entire life, pretty much. I eat like a 2,000 calorie or something. Surely we hit a smoothie or protein bar. I have one protein shake. It's like 3,300 or 300 calories. So. But it's not a lot. I mean, I easily burn 3,000 calories in a day when you take in the gym and 10,000 steps. It's really easy. We missed VT getting a wipe there. Shout out to Apricapra Salmon. Plenty of teams are getting aggro. Ah, Ferris State, ACU, fight for fight here. Heart of Lotus. I mean, I have minor fates. Declan, by the way, Jesus Christ. Double knock, drop, full thirst there on to Purdue Gold. For Purdue, that would be almost done.
Let's displace here.
Guys, I want you to understand, I haven't played a single video game in like a hot minute. I've just been casting Collegiate Apex. Alright, no more Oklahoma State. Oklahoma, go kaput. That's it for Oklahoma. Bing, bang, bob, ISU haymakers. I shit you not. You better get these shots, Kayak. Oh my god. Holy shit, the throw. And they're dead.
Others died there. Hey, target over there.
One last game for ISU haymakers, or they are about to literally kerplunk all the way down to 8th. Wow, we are a deep hole all the way towards that northeastern side there. Slight finish out ahead of the damn area. That's a rare one. I like it. Psycho with a point-blank knock on to Sleep King. There comes the full thirst alongside it. Somehow there's a Gibby bubble down here, and that means the Gibby has run out of town. Sac State. Does anyone know where Sac State is located? Well. ACU. We've been talking about these guys something very and Sacramento State. I didn't know what SAC standed for, dipshit. Why are you getting on to me about not knowing it's Sacramento? I didn't know it was Sacramento. I'm from Texas. I don't even think about California.
Move that way, mates.
Let's go here.
I agree with Chad. What is California? Bazo, you're from Europe, so I assume you're actually asking. California is a state on the west coast of the United States.
Keep clear of here.
I thought it was like Saskatchewan,
Let's relocate here.
but I really didn't know. Bro, I'm not that behind. Behind on your United States geography? True. Over here, we're actually educated. Okay, Baza. I want you to tell me the name of all 5 Great Lakes without looking them up. Go for it, buddy. Purdue Gold will be going for gold, but instead find themselves beneath it. I don't even know what you would call that. Paper is what they find in the face of Sac State. The state of Sacs. I go to Sac University, bro. That's irrelevant info. The Great Lakes is one of the largest lake systems in the entire world. That's not even American information. That is a global thing. It is the biggest lakes. Only an American would ask that. What are the biggest lakes on Earth?
Let's go that way.
Enemy.
Actually, I think it's not the biggest lake.
We should go here.
Lake is a small thing. Baz, do you know how big the Great Lakes are? Hold on. Hold on, Basil's a great guy. Basil says a great guy. Are we talking about oceans here? I think Lake Superior is the biggest, by the way, OY. I love Basil tries hard to be American in this chat with like a game of green or something. You're baiting. You're rage baiting. You're rage baiting. You're baiting in chat, bro. Basil, don't take the bait. He's going for you. Hook, line, sinker. He put the worm out there. Wait, no, the Great Lakes are massive, bro. The Great Lakes are as big as a sea. That's how big they are. It's kind of crazy. They influence the weather of, like, the entire northeastern quadrant of the United States. That's how impactful the Great Lakes are.
Let's go there.
Impactful could be Georgia, but instead they are porting away here. I'm a huge fan of dam finishes, by the way. I love dam finishes because you get high ground that you never get to see in these end zones of the United States. Okay, but like the Caspian Sea is incredibly impactful as well, right? If we're talking about like Europe. You know, I have to contextualize the location of something.
This way. Let's go.
Asking the Great Lakes to someone is not that crazy. They are very, very important. Just like the Caspian Sea is one of the most important lakes in the world. Fun fact. It is actually categorized as a lake. It is not categorized as a sea. I know it has sea in the name, but it's actually a lake. Fun fact. How do you know so much about lakes? I'm sorry. Oh my god, that's the best. That's the best. I'm a weather major, so I know a lot. You are asking meteorologist questions.
Target spotted.
maybe I'm a bit biased to geography. All right, I know my geography well because of my weather background. You are technically correct. God damn, Igneal's taking it fist in full. That's what I'm saying. Basil, what are some good generic questions then to ask you about America? What are some American questions to ask you? Where's Montana? Like, you know where California is. How long is a rope?
Care package over there.
It's as much as your sack can contain, Baza.
Shield battery here.
Anyways, UT Tyler, full sailor model. You guys, when we get to 11 and I sound like this, ask him about Detroit. Everyone shits themselves talking about Detroit. What would I ask you about Detroit? What city's next to Detroit? What is the Canadian city closest to Detroit? Can you know that? The answer's probably not. No one knows that. Home of the St. Clair Saints. Tourist spots in Detroit. Thank you. Bushimis. If you're a Detroit fan, Bushimis.
Enemy here. Made them up.
Guys, I'm not even casting anymore. I'll save. I literally have no clue about American geography. That's fair. Sac State, as good as they are, they'll face a couple of long-range knocks here. Out early in 13th overall. They're looking like ISU haymakers right now.
Let's go.
12 squads remaining as we continue to cater towards the likes of the dam area. TNT Gibby hands. You saw a couple of early knocks there. They'll be wiped out by Ferris State Crimson. And to be honest with you, Ferris State Crimson might be taking away first place position. Here we go. Big burns from CSUDH Cardinal around the other side. And I think that is Andrew, who just got knocked by a snipe from afar out towards the very edge here of Galleria. That tells me that there is SNHU on the very western side of this zone. CSUDH. You know what? Big Gibby Bub. Real Gibby Bub POV. Ferris State Gold. I don't know how much longer they're for this world, because UT Tyler Apex is more than happy to put a pin in it. Virginia Tech, the same to be said here on the other side of this bridge line. Ferris State Gold are stuck between two rosters, and they're stuck with bullets on every side of the equation here. I mean, the Wraith Fort is good, but it comes at the cost of Sneaky. One last remaining, and Jonkler will pick up Ferris State Gold. Virginia Tech dropping to low ground means that UT Tyler are right here, ready to finish you. I mean, what can we say? What can we say? Virginia Tech, Jonkler's down. Jonkler's down to one remaining member. 9 squads out, and UT Tyler are the epitome of what looks to be a good Contenders team, which makes sense. They came from Premier League last spring. Ferris State Crimson, double knocks here from CSUDH Cardinal, and to be honest, Mikey, not much time to heal this one out. Big burns from Static, and that will be the difference maker. It was a tight one at that, though.
This one's free. Remember that.
Wholesale Armada, New Mexico, still playing upward towards that damn height area. 8 squads remaining. Georgia's just out in front of them here in the center of zone. Everyone else, though, has to get in. I like Nevada. Nevada's nice.
Contact.
Really stacked with teams in zone. For a round 4 close, I don't know. This is probably the worst lobby quality of the day. SN Club Esports to the low ground here, and that's a bad fall for much luck there. You are going to go down. UT Tyler now. Psycho's got damage, but off that reload, that is a terrible chunk to deal with. Sharpie will push this one back, and for UT Tyler, they will get the knock on Hazard, but it comes at the cost of Sharpie. Psycho from behind the knockdown here, and Topher is wasting the R301 shots. The Volty switch-up will pin SNHU, but the long-range knocks from CU Boulder, though, could be the full thirst here. No. Call it warm weather, call it stinking hot. Zephyr doesn't care. One team in zone 5. Looks like our late night scrim quality. Hey, those are 3 teams at least that have moved now. Full Sail Armada and MSU Crimson are in a rough spot, though. The minute one drops, they have to fight each other, and the position ahead in front of Georgia isn't really the best right now. Okay? So, out to zone. They'll be able to get themselves a minor home. Little do they know. Oh my god, are we going for a kidnap play? Holy fuck, why are we sending it like this? Poured out to zone against Georgia. Point blank triple take. NMSU Crimson has decided to get down dirty and disgusting with it, and I'm honestly impressed. That dude played tag. Literally, pop a bullet on him. They've gotten themselves to zone, though. They'll share that space, and CU Boulder is just below them for a triple stack now. That Wraith is a complete psychopath. That Wraith has no bars held for the rest of this lobby here. All right. CSU Rams, they've got a damn good position on the edge of zone. UT Tyler, though, was able to get a complete team reset. If I had to pick between CSU Rams and UT Tyler, I'm picking UT Tyler. Also, Full Sail Armada's putting in some serious damage to CSU Rams on the other side. See? 17. Serious damage. Meow, 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 meow. Here comes UT Tyler. Up too high, shot in the back. 47's getting shot from Full Sail on the other side. A drop from Troper up above. UT Tyler, what did I say? Your only saving grace is that you have Full Sail punishing from the other end. Big burns coming through from Grapple Juice, though. Jonkler will go down as a result against CSUDH, but we're even putting shots all the way from NMSU Crimson. That'll be it for the CSU Rams, and hopefully we will see a reset here for UT. CSUDH Cardinal are down below, and there's the full thirst against Jonkler. It isn't the complete success for the UT Tyler roster. They lose out on one, but they still get to play the bridge for fun. Full Sail Armada, the center of zone. Teams like Georgia and NMSU are also here as well. Dude, this Georgia NMSU fight that's about to appear is going to be absolute chaos. I mean, no one can play the center of zone. UT Tyler's going to start to stick this revive. FSA, they're close to moving. Ah, there we go. Much better moves. NMSU with a drop on to Pekanchu. That'll be NMSU already leading against UGA. Take away their height, push it on to the top ground, and for some reason we are running right into a Watson. Drops on the low ground, Oregon gets sniped, spicy low, and Oregon disinfect accidentally takes too much damage in the exchange. NMSU Crimson should honestly take the time to go for reset, but it's instead, I mean, I don't know what we're doing. Well, Full Sail Armada dealing with the defensive bombardment at hand here. They've survived for now. UGA, NMSU. NMSU wins the fight against Georgia. No resets for the rest. A full send here from UT Tyler. Finds the rest of Full Sail struggling. CSUDH are still in it, though, as a duo. Couple of revives stuck. CU Boulder on the low ground. UT Tyler on the very edge of zone. Might be forced to play this out as a duo for the rest of this. We'll see. CU Boulder back up to height here. And I don't know what CSUDH Callner's going to do. This is tight as it gets. UT Tyler are a duo. It is duo v duo v duo. And CU Boulder have the best position to out-survive this. There's the climb up from NMSU. Big trades on the Topher. NMSU are low. Topher does not get the real set, but the power amp has to count. CSU Boulder now up on height with a smoke against them. The zone will push them forward here. The climb up around the back. UT Tyler fade away. Digi has all the time in the world to punish this one out with when one remaining member is up on high here. CU Boulder just need one good beam. A 1v1. A drop to the low ground. Digi for the spray. Digi's missing the shots. And CU Boulder, though, they catch it out. Digi clutches it up. Oh my God. Could have gone bad. Good job, Digi. What's up, Mrs. Too Dank? You're joining us, I think, for one last game. Oh my gosh. You're joining Zephyr for his 12th game of the day. I am exhausted. Yo. Ninmacola. Sorry, Ninmacolo. Sucks that you're playing alone today. Saturday might be fries for you. Wait, I forgot. You're also doing Sundays now? But Sundays are chill. Sundays are just one. It's just Collegiate College Apex. Faust, a.k.a. Furix. Thanks for the follow. I really do appreciate that. Just say Aaron's around how it went playing 12 games. Oh my gosh, so true. Yeah, but you get no break. I get my afternoons. Oh shit, you disrespected the Sunday players? No. There's only 6 games on Sunday compared to the 12 on Saturday. You crack me up, man. All right, to scoreboard. Games are already started over there. The last game of the day for us on the stream. UT Tyler with 25. CU Boulder with 17. Honestly, no one comes close to their KP. 7 and 8 for Virginia Tech and Sac State. And the Wraith will be banned out. Points I asked, over under 850 shots. Holy shit. Oh, that's T. 973 for Von Kuno. Scritch the nose. The overall standings now. Sac State with 74. UT Tyler with 65. Full Sail Armada with 61. CSU Rams here. And ISU Haymakers and CU Boulder. It's a race. 8th all the way down, though, is incomplete. A big win from Northwestern Purple would put them in 8th. So, plenty of time. Well, I'm just realizing how flip power rankings are going to be. Yeah, things are going to change. Last prediction of the day. Let's just do who wins. Who wins? Sac State, UT Tyler, FSA Full Sail, CSU Rams, ISU Haymakers, CU Boulder, Ferris State, Crimson, Winthrop. How many of these can I do? NMSU Crimson. Oh my God, they keep letting me put them. DH Cardinal. Okay, DH Cardinal. I'm just going to go, for DH Cardinal, I'm going to do someone else. This is the most aggressive prediction of all time. There are 10 choices. Get your predictions in. The other lobby, with 4 games complete, puts Queensgale ahead by 2. Florida Gators find a dub. And finally, we're looking at some Florida Gators success. There's the Illinois State Redbirds, also looking pretty darn good. Nice stuff from Georgia Tech Navy. There's the Carolina Blues as well. In fairness, OY, we had to question if Beaufort was going to be playing. If Beaufort doesn't play for Sac State, they're not that good. I was wrong the first time, but I feel a real Ferris State 30 bomb. Goated. Goated chances ahead. GCU, Charlotte Niners, USU Goatlings. They've got 2 games. They're currently in their 5th game. And OI, just keep those games going. Do not worry about me. Last game of the day. Last game ahead. UT Tyler. I mean, I'm just excited to see the win. Last game. It has been. My job as admin is done for the weekend. I get to chill. That's true. I get to chill for some time. I'm going to ask you like 90 questions. We have the most minor of bets going. We have 1K on Sac State. We've got 558 onto Full Sail Armada. We got 90 on Ferris State Crimson. None for Tyler. None for CSU Rams. None for the Haymakers. None for CU Boulder. None for Winthrop. None for NMSU Crimson. And more importantly, none for someone else. Reminder, that's 9 individual teams, and there are 11 consolidated on that someone else thing. Okay? That's like a big, that's huge. I don't know the scene, but Johnny's been doing CD casting in Spanish. That is true. I'm broke, I keep losing predictions. What can you do? Dreamcast finding a knock for Purdue Gold here all the way from afar. It's not often that we talk about Purdue Gold's success, but when we do, Zephyr is quite pleased. SN Club Esports, a couple of knocks down. CSUDH Cardinal takes one in return, though. Point blank, Gibby bubble fighting. Mastiffy Mastiff, the first rule of Gibby fighting. Why are we trading on the bubble like that? Goose almost dies there, and you know what? 48's pretty good response. A re-knockdown. It's a 1v1. Too much versus Static, and it's a fine fadeaway. SNHU Club Esports will be the first team eliminated on our last game of the day. I know we have a lot of love for Psycho,
I got you, brother.
but it's not the difference maker for that roster.
The enemy is in
Georgia
striking
is
range.
stuck as a duo.
Enemy
Let's
there.
transfer to that spot.
See you, Boulder. The only saving grace is how far away they are here. Oh. This is too dank. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to
Care
do
package
that.
there.
Come on.
Let's go there.
Hers, Zumi, Isku, Carbosher. Hey, Carbosher. There you go. You're already up here. I gotta underline you now. Whoop. In purple.
조심하자. One
Where's
squad
my purple?
nearby.
Thank you so much. Seriously. It's been a long ass day. And the subs, they are never necessary. Ever.
조심하자. One squad nearby.
They make it work. Size of Ferris State Gold fan. And you know what? So far they look pretty damn good. ISU Haymakers, though, are definitely the definitive roster between the two. A 2v1 exchange here, and Zendikar is oh so low. I'm just worried about a third party. Last time around, the third party onto ISU was the issue, so the fact that they're going for the reset is important. By the way, I still remember that one guy who gave 1 bit and got a whole yell. Hey, 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 hey. Don't make fun of the 1 bit. You're welcome. I love watching you stream. Thanks. It is a tough job. And hopefully, it'll help me get more casting gigs back in the day.
There, find ammo.
You know, at least remove your shirt or something. What? You're starting to sound like SNHU. They ask me to do that all the time. 1 bit is all it takes. Not for a shirt removal.
Hey,
Good.
guys over there.
Give Zephyr, hey, the hot dub stream will happen. That is a goal that we hit. Okay? Not just the tag. There's a price tag. Dom 2 cracked lock in. ISU Haymakers, they're gonna have to lock in. The recovery has just come through for this roster. Ferris State Gold, the same can be said of them. Alexini, they're not far away. Not Koryu! Thank you so much. Am I inviting the tub? I can get in Arnold shape again. That's my current goal, Basil. Where's my not Koryu up here? It's somewhere. I will have to write that down. Not in the poster, need to get on it. Yo, pick a color, not Koryu. He did it for the shirt? Guys. I'm not even uncomfortable with my body. Miles. Yo, Miles. Hey, Miles. Thanks for the follow. Thank you so much. By the way, Sac State, plenty of fights ahead here, and against the likes of Full Sail Armada, should be electric. Need the bow for POV? I mean, yeah, they're right ahead of you. Problem is, we got fighting happening on the other side of the zone. T and Tech, give me hands. Big Burns, 100 from Macarios. A drop to the low ground's all you need. Zippy zip, zips ahead. Man, quick speed on that one. Come on. UT Tyler, as good as they are, eliminated. Oh my gosh. Pick a color, not Koryu. Purple? Good stuff. And Little Kitty for the drawing. goated. Full Sail Armada will be finished off here, but it's not by Sac State. Sac State actually back off of that fight. Not Cory's on the stream shirt. And on the shirt, we'll give him Hello Kitty. Alexina the Genie with a drop here. I don't remember what Hello Kitty looks like, but I don't remember what Oklahoma looks like either because they're already dead. Here's your Hello Kitty. I can't read. That definitely said Little Kitty. They're about the same thing, even though Hello Kitty is not a cat.
Enemy spotted.
I can give the shirt away? I am! When the subathon comes to its end. Thank you guys so much, by the way. Seriously, the subs, the follows. It's been a lot. It makes it worth it. And, yeah. It's just that simple. I do this because I love it. And, yeah. To who? To the highest sub so far, that is Project Gerbil and Limbox. Limbox will get one. It's the subathon. The subathon's actually going to get to its hard cap date. It very likely will. The hard cap is in 6 days. Surely the guy who donated 300 subs? Yes. All right, round 2 closed. Sac State are here. LaCroix, Bath, and Beaufort. A little exterior rotate from Beaufort there. They don't have to make big moves yet. They are still in zone. For Georgia, though, they got to make a big recovery. Little conduit shielding on the very, very edge there. Now it's low. We'll see how it goes. Winthrop, Tracy. Nothing to these. Oh, yeah, that means no streams on Valentine's, right? What do you mean? What's on Valentine's Day?
Contact with hostile.
I'm actually, I don't do anything on Valentine's Day.
Target spotted.
Like, actually, ever.
I've chosen an upgrade, and it's
ACU here. Sorry. Full sends. Trashy with a knock. Un for 1. Big burns deep. Not much more to say than that other than a peek. Gotta say, ACU, they've tried all day long, but Winthrop Garnet, the difference is T-Dobbs. No, February 13th, fiance. I do not have a fiance. What are you talking about? What?
Barrier here.
Where are we coming up with this? February 13th, I started the subathon December 13th.
Watch out. Some weird bloke just about landed on top
You
of
do,
me.
it's me. I got Speed Demon, guys.
contact with target.
My big baby boy, Speed Demon.
One squad in the area. We have to drop.
It's been 2 months. Yeah, I started this on, no, I started on January 13th. Did I say December? December 13th. I started this on January 13th. December 13th. What?
I've chosen an upgrade.
No.
Be very afraid, non-friend.
I am not engaged. Okay. So when we get to February 13th, this is what we'll do. I will let the stream die out. That means whatever time is above on February 13th, Zephyr will sit there and stream. I don't care if it's to 1 person or if it's to 2.
Here, go.
We will make this happen.
Target spotted.
I do. It's Limbox. Limbox is my girlfriend.
I'm down.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm kind of terrified about Limbox. Limbox, if I say, now that Not For You has brought this to life, if I say I'm gonna have to run out the timer, that man will torture me. He will actually legitimately torture me. Yeah, he literally might own me. You just gotta hope the time doesn't run up before the 13. That's tough.
Let's go over there.
ISU haymakers. Gibby hands on the other side. Big burns. Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? I got a cast. This is too dang. ISU haymakers are gonna die, and it's gonna be right here. You have to add 12 subs worth of time. Didn't it just jump up? Didn't the timer just jump up?
Let's go here.
You guys can check it. At 10 subs on the board. Oh my gosh. 15 there. Except for I get no ads now. My ad revenue's in shambles.
Let's relocate here.
Guys, where's the love? Where's the hype? Thank you so much. That's a lot of money right there. Seriously, you really don't have to do that. 5 subs is enough. You know that, right?
Going this way.
15's crazy. 15's a lot. Never feel like you have to do something like that ever. Thank you so much, though. Let me lick your toes, by the way, right above
Gravity
that.
launcher here.
Absolute chaos. How do we have 13 squads left?
Target over there.
Haha, I won 2K. Figured I'd show some support. Well, never forget, you genuinely don't have to ever do that. Thank you so much, though. Save your money. If you want to be a reoccurring sub, that's the best thing I can ever have. Alright? With anything else, don't. Alright? Still though, the timer will be ever present. Not as ever present as Concordia, Nebraska. All said and done here. Turbo, Mikey, 2 in their hands. Gibby hands. Just as I said Gibby hands, they're already dead. It's not even bad casting. It's just literally a soothsayer situation. Concordia will go down, like we said, down to just about nothing. Winthrop Garnet from the other side here. 5 KP. Big burns coming through. I'll tell you what, Northwestern Purple, they could wrap around this and finish the job. Kraber in the hands of Northwestern Purple. It just takes one good shot. No big burn. What football game? That's my question. Massive damage down from Clam there in response, and Winthrop Garnet does get the return they want on Northwestern. No Kraber, no big dub. The only saving grace is you got yourself stuck on the edge here. That'll be it for Northwestern. That'll be it for Stare State Gold. 9 teams remain. L Jukebox, Pajama, 2 on the edge. Sac State, CSU Rams, ISU Haymakers. Oh. Rip up out above. You know what? I'm feeling a Sac State dub. Have they won a game today? They had to. They've only won 1 game. Seahawks, Rams. I'll vote on Seahawks 1. Congratulations. That's an easy bet too.
Let's go this way.
That is an easy bet. You made some great money on just a gimme right there. By the way, I'm a Seahawks fan for yeah, it was Cordy didn't know what he was doing. Oh, that's the worst too. Oh my gosh. NFC Seahawks, like come on. By the way, for the Super Bowl, I'm rooting for the Seahawks. Anyways, I won't be rooting for DH Cardinal anytime soon. 8 squads, and Virginia Tech will get burned in the back line. They'll dodge on that Rolling Thunder for but a second here. Plenty of teams remaining, but for Ferris State Crimson, I'm sorry to say, not much to your name. Sac State on the other side are quick to the response. CSU Boulder. I'm a Seahawks fan born Washington State. There you go. I'm not the biggest fan, though, because I am a Cowboys, which seems Seahawks tend to decimate the NFC every once in a while, so you know what? We've never had our chance. Not since I've been born. I was born after our last Super Bowl. ISU are not dead. ISU are alive and ready to go. NMSU Crimson, though, they're not going to be joining that roster in terms of consideration here. You know what? I wanted a Sac State green dub. Now I'm kind of looking for an ISU one. I just realized they haven't found a dub on the day. They're not in a bad spot here, albeit height separation is a huge disparity. CSU Rams and Sac State over towards the east. Winthrop Garnet in the building, and on the outside there, ISU. Peanut Butter's okay, picked up here for the ISU rosters. You got CSU Rams focused on them here. Come on, ISU. Soares, shut your mouth. Soares, no. Be quiet, Soares. Shush, shush, shush. Winthrop, ISU. Couple of bets on the board here. We'll see how it goes. Winthrop from inside the building is a tough spot to be. You won't believe this, but you were on the screen a second ago. That is true.
I'm going here. Come on.
ASU won this game. You know, Abilene Christian University, they're dead right now, but they have a chance to win it all. Sac State down below, CSU Rams up on high, Rats for NMSU Crimson, and a very close ISU. CSU Rams, though, I will say, they're going to lose out on height pretty quick. We'll see if they can hold out to a decent coverage here. They don't lose out on complete height, but they are going to be knocked out of this one fairly quickly here. Big beams against Winthrop, and Abel Beam will get the drop onto Kayak on the low ground. Asian Hall Crow just as quickly, and for ISU Haymakers, they will not be winning in this game. Sac State Green now looking for the rotate right around Winthrop. Double knocks, full resets on the Abel Beam. A dive around the back here for Sac State. They take us to 3 squads remaining. It is now a 3v3 against CSU Rams and a single rat of NMSU. Frost is just... I love this from Frost. Okay, we'll see how that goes. In Minecraft, small guy. Always say in Minecraft. NMSU Crimson finished off by small guy. Straight 3v3s, and the big burn coming through from Sac State. They could lead to their second dub of the day. A blaster on the back of the cat wall. There's going to be the Ash Court up the height on the other side, but the control is impeccable. True drops down, and a double dub for our final match of the day. Congratulations to Sac State Esports. They've definitively proven they are the best team in this lobby. Miles, you are funny. Congratulations. The person who bet, by the way, with 1K points, Mrs. 2 Dank. Sometimes you just gotta take those easy ones. You gotta take those gibbies. How do you like my Pathy zip play? I enjoyed it. I was sad that you got caught out there. Congratulations to Mrs. 2 Dank taking the final one. Let's go to the scoreboard one final time before we get our last raid. Remember, no streams tomorrow. No stream tomorrow. I will be watching the Super Bowl and cooking. Sac State with 97. UT Tyler with 65. Just barely ahead of CSU Rams. Had they won that game, they would be in second place. Full Sail with 61. ISU Haymakers 2 points behind with the at least decent 5th place 12-point finish there. 48 for CU Boulder. 44 for Ferris State Crimson. Winthrop Garnet at 41. NMSU Crimson at 31. DH Cardinal 27. Concordia, Oklahoma. Ferris State Gold. SNH Club Esports. T and Tech Gimme Hands. ACU Esports. VT Apex. UGA Black. Northwestern Purple. And Purdue Gold. Congratulations to our very first match day for Contenders. The other lobby is still going, but Queensgale are now definitively in the lead. 80 points, a third, second, and then first place for Stormwing. Yeah, man, and Orel Ichirelli. Florida Gators there, Illinois State Redbirds, Georgia Tech Navy, and Charlotte Niners. One last game for them. Yeah, Queens are about to get a bump in the power rankings, and you know what? Everyone else is going to make fun of me for the rest of it. All right, guys. Let's get a raid. Can I get a raid on somebody with no viewers or someone collegiate? If there's someone collegiate, that would be huge. You know I love to spread the wealth. CSU still bottom 20, though, right? Absolutely. Johnny Johnny's been going all day. I don't know. He's probably already, he's going to be done here, in my personal opinion. I'm collegiate. I know all the lakes. No, you don't. You prove that. Bye-bye top 20 power rankings. Bye-bye. Do Johnny. Do Johnny. He's just gonna finish his stream, though. He just got done. Alright. I'll take this to my own thing. I'm just scrolling through here. Anyone with a camera? Anybody? Huh. Just say you hate Spanish? No, I don't. That's horribly offensive. I just don't want to raid someone who's going to end their stream here soon. There's someone in Japan who's streaming. We're raiding them. 6 minutes ago, they started their stream. They're completely Japanese. They'll have no idea what's going on. I'm raiding them. Give some love to this random person. I'll see you guys on Monday for ECAG. Thank you for sticking around. Mr. Thank you for all of the subs. I love you guys. I'll see you Monday.